It's time for Fanatic Parlay Cash.
All right, let's do it. Your chance to win $1,000. The keyword is Bill, B-I-L-L. You have until 25 minutes after the hour to enter it on the Fanatic app or at 975thefanatic.com, or you can text it to the special contest short code 45911. That's 45911. One random entry wins $1,000 in this company-wide contest. Winners will get a call from Beasley, so be sure to answer your phone. Contest rolls 975thefanatic.com. Fanatic Parlay Cash is stood up by Iron Mountain Men's Health. 5 chances to win each weekday. 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. One more time. The word is Bill.
Middays with Marks. The voices you trust. John Marks, Sean Brace, and Ray Dunn. All Philadelphia, all day. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, we're rolling on a Monday. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. John Marks, Ray Dunn, Sean Brace is back. And you know what? In honor of the cuz, play the damn song, Ray! Sean Brace is back.
Hey!
Good morning, Sean Brace.
Great to be back.
Ray Dunn is alive, and he's standing up. Kind of. He's sitting down.
Oh, I've been up for a while now, Johnny.
Bring it up.
City of winners.
Let's hear it.
Your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia, 76
44 years. Them to win a series like that, it was not unexpected. I think we felt it on Friday. And it wasn't one of these fan things where you think your team's going to win the day before a game or the day of the game. No, it felt like they had the momentum. And what a game it was, man. They came out early. They dominated early. Boston made it very close. And let's face it, if Boston makes a three-pointer in any of those situations late in the fourth quarter, might have been different. But, man, Embiid carried them. Maxey closed it. Maxey scored the last 8 points for the Sixers.
Yes.
What a game, what a performance. And, Sean, welcome back. Proud of the 76ers.
Yeah, there you go.
Proud of Joel Embiid.
Yeah, man. Took a lot of fight. This team goes down the way they did in Game 4, where you had the coach questioning effort, and all they did was just run 3 straight. They've never won a series down 3-1 in Boston. I think the Celtics have won the last 6 series straight against them. Yeah, but I leave for a couple days, and we are in the twilight zone. The Sixers go on the road to win Game 7 with Embiid. Harden goes out in Game 7 and gets a W, and Tobias Harris goes for 30 in a Game 7 performance. Where am I at right
Just like
now?
we drew it up. Toby and Bobby, Tobias Harris at 30.
What the hell is going on out there?
So this is potentially a legacy-changing series win for Joel Embiid and really the entire process era of the 76ers. Now, if they don't win this series against the Knicks, then this is just kind of a feel-good story, and I think everybody saves their job. But this is the opportunity for Joel Embiid to literally rewrite his legacy. Because as great of a player as he is, and he's an all-time Sixers player, he's the most talented athlete in Philadelphia that I've ever seen, the most talented athlete in my lifetime that I can remember. His number will be retired. They'll be up and around. All that stuff, all that jazz.
Statue at the Prentice facility.
Well,
yeah, that's happening.
all right.
I love that. That gets people all worked up when I say that.
But stop it. Getting me off center here. So, all those things. The Celtics were up 13 points in the third quarter of Game 5. They were up 13 points, up 3-1 in Game 5. And from that moment, the Sixers took over. And they did it not because Joel Embiid was super-duper dominant and they couldn't stop him. And that was part of it. Because for the first time that I can remember in this run, in this era, they were a team. And they were all pulling in the same direction. And they believed in each other. Tyrese Maxey believed in Joel. Joel believed in Tyrese Maxey. He didn't have to overdo it. They didn't have to overuse him. His Game 6, he went 6 of 18 from the floor. And he played a great game despite missing 12 shots because other guys stepped up. This is a potentially legacy-changing run for the Sixers this year. Now, that's that. Because we'll talk about this Boston game because it was a great game and what a comeback by the Sixers. Now you got the Knicks starting tonight, and the Knicks aren't any joke. This is going to be a hell of a tough series. And you know what? This team, the way that they're playing, the confidence that they're playing with, and the fact that they are united and it feels like everybody's pulling together, the chemistry is there. I love the Sixers' chances in this series, Sean.
Well, you said a lot there. I would, look, you're right about everything coming together and hitting its stride. There's no arguments there. Of course, Tyrese Maxey taking the baton and running with it, closing out, ice in his veins. But it starts and ends with the big man. The big man returning 17 days after the appendectomy. I'm trying to talk here. After
Good job.
3 days straight, yeah. Was everything. Because if he doesn't return, they don't win. I don't think anybody's here to argue that.
No.
Right? 4 straight games, 26, 33, 19, and 34. They did not have an answer for him, and it starts and ends with Joel Embiid. And, man, what a series it was to go back and forth with those players. And, you heard what Peyton Pritchard said before the series even started. That got him going a little bit from Joel Embiid's perspective. But to fight back after major surgery like that, and I think the average was 24 days for other athletes. Joe Burrow missed a full month of NFL action when he got it done with the Bengals. So it was a gutsy and then beyond performance for Joel Embiid. And, John, look, yeah, if Joel Embiid is healthy, sure. But he's already dealing with some issues right now, the hip. Okay? So, I'm with you. I'm fired up. I like their chances against the Knicks. I do. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of venom. That series in 24 was awesome. Even though we lost 4-2, that was a great series. And, oh, by the way, little different ball game with Cat being involved. He wasn't there last year or 2 years ago in that series. So we're going to break this one down every which way, but it comes down to the health of the big man. If Joel Embiid is able to give you what he did, am I asking for too much in those 4 games? They can win this series. But that's playoff basketball, too.
Yep. Yeah, Nick Nurse outcoached Joe Mazzulla. I don't know what the hell Joe Mazzulla. You know how many minutes combined their starting 5 played together, all on the floor at the same time, Ray?
0. It looks like it.
Yeah, Mazzulla, man, I don't know what the hell went on. He got a little bit too crafty, a little bit too in his own head with some of the decisions. My guy Julian Edlow at DraftKings, a very, very level-headed dude, known him, been doing stuff for 8 years with him. He was calling for his firing. What? Wow. Snap of the fingers, things change quickly. But that's how bad he mismanaged that series, in his opinion. I don't know. I thought he got a little cute, right? But,
they were trying to combat. They were getting their ass kicked, and they were desperate.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you do that in Game 6, or maybe you do that in the second half of Game 6. But to start, Vukovic didn't play a minute.
He didn't play.
Which
TMP,
didn't surprise me. But anyway, we'll talk about that. Jaylen Brown. Man, he's a number 1 seed for being a whiner, man. I can't believe it. I used to respect this guy. I used to think, this dude's good.
Well, he's reinventing the wheel, too. He did his post-game show last night via the stream.
Oh, I saw. He was, it's like John Madden with the clicker.
And then he supposedly
switched.
And then he deleted it? Like people weren't grabbing videos?
Oh, it looks so bad.
Oh, thank God we got the tapes.
And
What's the matter?
Yeah, and we'll play that for you. Ray, remember when, and I remember Uncle Jamie texted me and said, should Embiid even come back? And I remember Sean, we were saying, you're not winning this series without Embiid. I get it. They had a really competitive game without Embiid. They won a game without Embiid. But the only way you're going to win this series is with Joel Embiid.
That's it.
And I get it. He's a lightning rod and everything else. I'm that's why for everybody out there that thinks, and I'm not even talking about trading Embiid in the offseason like we were saying before. I was talking about for that series. For every idiot radio host that said this, that may be opposite of us right now, that's oh, you don't play Embiid. And what did I say to that, Ray? I said, I can't play make-believe here. We can't pretend that they're not going to allow Embiid to play. When Embiid says he's ready to play, they're going to let him play. I'm not going to play this game where we say, oh, I believe they're better off without playing Embiid. And you say, no, they have to play Embiid. 610-632-0975. And you come up with these fake takes to try to drive conversation. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. They were going to play Joel Embiid, and that's why. Because he came back in and he changed that series. They had no answer for him. And I'll tell you this, the Celtics, what they do in the offseason, how they construct their team in the offseason, they're going to be looking at what Joel Embiid did to him in that series.
Oh, absolutely. And you would wonder if that changes the analytical approach, too. Live by the 3, die by the 3, and the Celtics clearly did. They didn't have an answer for anything down low. That's number one. We know that. But They were comfortable just getting all those. What was a tie game? They shot 5 straight three-pointers that they missed.
They couldn't make a bucket.
Like, dude, what are you guys doing?
I think they were down 1. Did they ever get it back to
down 1?
They're
That's
down
what it was.
1.
Yep.
And they had second chance opportunities too.
They could that could have put a bullet in the analytical approach, and I mean that. I get it. Everyone 3s more than 2s, but man, sometimes there's something to be said about the dominant big down low in the post getting you a bucket.
Getting the higher percentage shot.
Sounds.
Plus, I mean, they really struggled shooting the 3.
Yeah, they did
during the series.
Oh, it was bad.
The games that they lost is because they couldn't nail 3, and it's like hitting a home run in baseball. Live by the 3, die by the 3. In October, when it's not as warm and you're not hitting 2 home runs in a game, it's tough to score runs. We saw that with the Phillies back with Ryan Howard and those guys. All right, check it out. Here's the phone number, 610-632-0975. Jump on. We'll run through some calls, 610-632-0975. That is the number to dial in. It's also the number, Sean, for the Davis Honda text line. Feel the Davis difference. All right, you can send a text, name, location, occupation, but you can also send the voice memo, which we will run through. I'm sure there's already some waiting for us. 610-632-0975. Send the voice memo. What does this series do? What did this series do for Joel Embiid's legacy? And does it matter if they don't win this next series against the Knicks? 610-632-0975. We will also relive Game 7. And what do you make of their chances against the Knicks? All of that is coming up next. It's Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Here's Brown for 3. No good. Long rebound. Jaylen Brown gets it to White. It's up. It's no good. Rebound Maxey. 20 seconds to go. And Boston fouls. Jaylen Brown shot a 3. Derek White shot a 3. Derek White into the catcher's crouch. He is winded, gassed, and he is holding his shorts. Maxey with 2 free throws. The crowd is leaving in Boston.
Yeah, Derek White shot it really well early. He kind of kept him in it in the first quarter, and then he finished like 9 for 26. He was awful after that. Did you see what happened? Say it, Ray.
Oh, VJ, man. In there.
Yeah, he
Rookie, halftime. Give me Derek White.
VJ requested to guard Derek White. Shut him down.
There's been multiple times this year that I've said, can we just keep it simple and just have Tyrese Max or VJ just defend their best player, because you see the athleticism, but that's not how Nick Nurse normally approaches things, right? And I'm not here to argue, because clearly his coaching style, I know there were people that were down on Nurse, but the only reason why they were able to win Game 2 and Game 3 was because of the fact that the defense was playing really well. So I
agreed. The defense changed the series.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So Nurse deserved a lot of credit, and it still didn't look like they were going to win the series by no means, down 3-1, but I was not ready to kill Nick Nurse. But for him to sit there and say, all right, Rook, you want that challenge? Go right ahead. Knock yourself out. And he did it. Oh, by the way, scoring 20 points in a Game 7. This is a rookie. This isn't supposed to happen.
Man.
A rookie that they need to produce. That's a whole different story.
All right, let's check the Davis Honda text line before we go to the phones here. There's something about Sean on here there, Raymond?
Yes, we got a good friend, Pook Indelco, asking Sean about his shoebox bet. How are the financials looking like today?
I took a little hit.
Sean bet $50,000 to win.
The bank,
Don't know basketball.
the bank called, and I did not pick up that phone by no means. So, yeah, the shoebox.
This is bad. This is very
the,
bad.
The shoebox is empty. However, I do from January have a Sixers to win the Eastern Conference. So if we do get there, maybe I can get some
You'll
plus
bounce
money back.
some of it back.
Just not as much as $50K. Let's just put it
Can
that
you
way.
write that off your taxes for next year? Is that
I got a
Your
D.
team, your town, your
There you
Philadelphia
go.
76ers are contenders for the East. It's as simple as
It's
that.
as simple as that. And with only 4 teams remaining, are they or are they not contenders in the East?
Oh, they're contenders to go to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Wait, do you really believe that?
Yeah.
Man.
So they're underdogs.
They are.
They're underdogs against the Knicks.
Yeah.
They're not huge underdogs against the Knicks. They were huge underdogs against the Celtics.
Yep.
Can you ride the momentum from one series to the next? The Knicks are a different team, right?
Yeah.
So it's different matchups, different style of play. I mean, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what happens. But yeah, who are the? I mean, Detroit ended up squeaking out that series.
They could beat
got
Detroit.
to win.
They could beat Detroit.
They can beat anybody left in the playoffs.
I agree. I think the Knicks.
They can also lose to any of these teams.
Well, yeah, that's the 76er way. You got to, this.
Go
this
figure. They
franchise.
could win or lose.
I would say this. Like, I felt like the Knicks were being disrespected about a month ago, but they weren't playing the best basketball, but not a lot of people were picking them to represent the East. I had them going to the finals. That's my team. But obviously everything changes because you're talking about 2 franchises with just the venom. There's like clearly a hate, a disgust with these 2 teams and the players on the floor. That's the big difference.
Yep.
Like the fans, that's fine. We'll talk about all that, the pricing of the tickets, all that. But these 2 teams do not like each other. There was a lot of venom in 2024 in that series. Great
Yep.
series, too. And I know we came up small, 4-2 loss.
Joel had 50 in one of those games, right?
With Bell's palsy.
Yeah, with Bell's palsy.
Remember Maxey shot that ball from the parking lot? And
Maxey was not losing that game.
it's incredible.
Yep. And now it's 2 years later, Ray, and you have VJ Edgecombe and you have Paul George, but also it's just like Paul George. He didn't have a great Game 7. It was fine. Don't get me wrong, but I mean he hit a couple of big shots. He had a big 3 that I think stopped the Celtics run. It was a second chance bucket, but he's hit big shots. His defense has been great. And so now it's just not Embiid and overusing Embiid and needing to rely on Embiid to get a bucket. Because Maxey was the closer.
Yes, he was.
Even when he missed that gimme layup, which was right there in front of him, I think he was a little bit surprised at how much there was nobody guarding him once he got past him. And he just took over after that. It's unbelievable.
That's the difference. I mean, that's the difference between what we've seen in years past and now. Not only is it that you have someone that's going to come through in that moment, you have someone that Embiid trusts is going to come through. Embiid still had a few of those late in the game where I was like, man, don't take that shot. Why are you doing that? There's 2 guys on you.
Yeah,
Math
agreed.
here. Let's swing the ball around here. But you saw late in that game, he was ready to defer. And he was ready to let Maxey have the show, and Maxey did it. Thank God.
Sure did. All right. So there are going to be a lot of people because I saw him post-game. We did post-game Flyers, which was really post-game Sixers and Flyers on Saturday night. But there were a lot of people that were doing the Embiid gloat. It's like, yeah, you guys wanted to trade him. Anybody that thinks the Sixers are better off without Embiid, like, all right, like they just won a first-round series. And honestly, Sean, I'm not the biggest Joel fan with a lot of the nonsense that he does and the leadership style and all that. With that being said, I felt really good for him. Him coming back from the surgery.
Oh, yeah.
The struggles he's had. It felt like his time in Philadelphia was over. I think almost not everybody, but would you say, Ray, the lion's share of people were like, yeah, it's time to trade him.
Yeah, I mean,
start fresh.
I got out of Game 4, came in here Monday, and was like, yeah, that felt like the end of an era.
We all did. There were, come on, man. You know, if there was a 2% people out there like Sean Bernard who were like 6 and 7, but they don't.
Oh my
come
God!
on,
I think there's a lot more than 2% when it comes to the Sean Bernards out there. There's a lot of people that are like at this point are
they were down
Embiid fans
3-1,
yeah,
and they lost by 32
I got you.
at home.
But those people would tell you there were 3 games played without Embiid and 1 game played with Embiid. They're down 3-1 is because of Embiid.
All right, maybe
This is why
20%.
Embiid. Yeah, there's a larger subset of the fan base that's just Embiid fans, really. I think.
Gotcha. But to sit here and say, well, everything matters about the win. Winning the series is the only thing that matters.
Right.
So, okay, so now if that's 20% with Embiid, what are we talking about? The people that actually thought that they would win 3 straight games, including 2 on the road against Boston.
The victory lap to take is those that said that Embiid coming back doesn't matter. That's the victory lap.
You're right, because it clearly did.
Yes. Okay, I can get down with
Or
that.
that they're somehow better without Embiid.
Yeah, they're
That's-
not, and that's not something that we've ever said that they're a better team without Embiid. They're a better team with Embiid this year. If they were to trade him next year, they're a better team with Embiid. It just gets to a point where you're like, all right, so we're going to do this again next year.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to do this again next year.
And oh, by the way,
And I think they're winning the series.
yeah, we'll see how that one plays out, and that changes everything. They win this series against the Knicks and get to an Eastern Conference Finals. There it is. I know we joked about the banner, hang the banner if they make Game 7.
Oh, I want a banner after
All right.
coming back 3-1.
But the ECF, this was clearly the goal. You have to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they have a chance to do that out of nowhere.
All right, let's hit some calls. Let's go to Ice. Ice is calling from Northeast Philly. Ice, good morning. Hello.
Good morning. What's going on from North Philly?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Nice. Ice, what's happening?
Good morning, brothers. I'm from North Philly.
Right on.
Yeah, we heard you.
Great. Are you
So,
from
okay,
what
yeah,
part of North Philly, though?
Huh?
Never mind. Go ahead with the Sixers thing, please.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that, Embiid, like I played basketball all my life. Like, I know a lot of pros from my city, Philadelphia, Rasheed Wallace, all these guys call it. Like, the sentiment that we will be, I almost hope that we do get rid of Embiid so the people that think that we're going to be better without him so we could just see that we getting rid of a transcendent player that's one of the most skilled centers ever in NBA history. Yes, he had bad luck with injuries, but that's a part of the game. But I'm one of the people, whatever y'all said, the 12 or 2 low percent, we are never going to be better without Joel Embiid. If we don't win it without Embiid, I don't know if we're going to ever win it. That's just my rule, because we're not going to get nobody better than him.
There will be
nobody in the draft.
Ice. The
Yes,
game
sir.
rolls on.
I appreciate it.
The game rolls on.
Yeah, we don't need to even go there with this conversation because Embiid is. We'll see what happens in the offseason.
Yeah.
I would almost assume that he's back right now, but they have a series in front of them.
Oh, did you see that hug between Elton Brand and Daryl Morey, which is really odd to me? I just was like, I wanted to be a fly on the wall with that embrace. It was almost like they didn't see each other, and it was just
that was relief.
Yeah, it was definitely their job on the line.
So,
high five.
How much does Elton make a year? Do you think?
He's paid well.
3, 4, something like that.
Okay.
Daryl makes 12, I believe. That was a $16 million hug
You're
because
damn
both of
right.
those guys are going to be back next year.
You're damn right it was.
Right?
It was just a very odd. I'm like, I wonder if those guys are seeing each other throughout the course. Like it was just weird. And
We haven't seen either one of them in how long?
Correct.
They're hiding in the back tunnel.
I haven't seen Elton.
Who got that video? Was that John Clark? And by the way,
I don't even think so.
no,
John Clark.
but who's rolling the camera to see that? It's almost like it was planted. You'd be like, all right, here's Daryl and Elton. Now does Daryl Morey now as he come out of the shadows and now he reemerges and now you see his face again?
He's always been welcome in my world. I want to see more of him.
I mean, I'm not saying that.
This whole season, I was asking where the hell he was.
The template for what Daryl Morey and the Sixers are trying to do, we're witnessing it right now. We just didn't realize it was going to take until Game 4 or Game 5 of the playoffs to get it. Paul George, exactly why they signed him is what we saw in the series. Tyrese Maxey, young star. VJ Edgecombe, emerging rookie, like one of the best rookies, and he's going to be a star going forward. And Embiid, healthy enough. It's unbelievable. It really is. It's unbelievable how we arrived here. They beat the Celtics. They were 0-18 and down 3-1.
Last
It's been
6.
44 years since they've beaten the Celtics. I mean, give me a break.
Nobody. I was with 15 other dudes. There wasn't one person at the house that thought they were going to win that series. Not one person. Clearly down 3-1. Everybody felt good, though, after seeing Game 6. You were right about that. I didn't know what you guys were saying on Friday. But if you watched that game, and, oh, by the way, as I said, my buddy Julian up there, diehard Celtics fan, he was worried. And I'm like, ooh, that makes me feel really
The
good.
Celtics looked spooked.
Yeah, they did.
At the end of the game, they were like, is this really happening? And then Missoula comes in with guys that literally didn't play 1 minute together all year long, and then Tatum's out. And it was still a game, man.
Yeah, Tatum out.
It was still a game.
Little tight hammy.
That was his knee.
Tight knee, was it knee?
Yeah, it's a knee.
I thought it was
It's the
hammy.
other
It was
knee.
the other leg. I knew that.
It's the other leg.
But he said it was just tightness, and I just assumed that it was, because he came back from that injury. Now it's the other leg.
You
that's getting-
overcompensate for the other leg.
But still, Game 7, man. Don't you have to give it a try?
I don't think it was up to him.
Oof.
I think it was the Celtics that took it. Now, like, I don't know what he was saying, but everything that I was listening to, I was listening to some Boston. I was watching our sister station the following morning on YouTube, the Sports Hub, and the guy that came on after their post-game show was screaming and yelling. It was great. I'm trying to get Nate to pull some of it. But, yeah, like, they were pissed, and it was just like, stop shooting the three! It's like the run the ball thing here. Up there, it's stop shooting three-pointers.
So Colin Cowherd got in his bag after this series. He compared Missoula to Sirianni.
Oh, my God.
And the comparison was hilarious because it's like, here's this guy, 5 seasons, you've seen a title, you've seen him go to the championship and lose, and you've been totally confused by the other 3 postseason losses.
Yep.
And when they need an adjustment, you're just like, well, that adjustment, whatever he's trying to do isn't working. And I'm watching the video laughing because I'm like, I don't know if I want to make the comparison, but I'm glad someone else did so it could entertain me. Because it was hilarious to see him try and draw Missoula to Sirianni.
Yeah, I mean, what he's saying about, really, Nick Nurse, I think we underestimated Nick Nurse and what the experience could bring. I mean, we talk a lot about Doc Rivers on the other end being a part of the being up 3-1 and losing. You imagine him coming back from being down 3-1, Doc Rivers, and out-coaching the other coach with adjustments?
Not a
They went
chance.
into the lab after Game 4.
They did. Yeah, Nick Nurse deserves a lot of credit. But you know what? This entire team needs to be shown love. Joel Embiid needs some love, man. He does. Isaiah is calling from Georgia. Isaiah, go ahead. What's up?
What is up, guys? What is up?
Isaiah.
I'm fired up tonight, man. Come on, man. Like, I don't understand how you guys, not you guys, but just people in general, if you watch that game, I'm talking Game 6, I'm talking Saturday night, you watch that game, and you see what not only Joel is doing, you're watching what Maxi's doing, you're watching what VJ, Paul George, guys off the bench, Quentin Grimes.
Grimes.
Had a good Game 6.
And they swing it to VJ for the three. Like, these guys are balling right now. And let me tell you, man, they're beating the Knicks. Like, 6ers and 6. Like, it's done. Joel's on an all-time level right now. He's passing the ball better. Last time I checked, when he played the Knicks, you guys already mentioned it, he gave him 50. One knee. One eye. Like,
Yeah.
look, like, there's no stopping the guy. He's on a generational run. Sixers are going to the chip because if you watch last night, the Pistons ain't doing nothing. The Cavs don't want to win nothing. It's ours for the taking. This is a team of destiny. You already said it. 0-18, they put that to bed. So now it's ours for the taking. They're on the road. Joel got it. All right? He has the guys around him to get it done. Let's get it done, guys. Let's go.
Get it done. I wish we had a hockey horn. Can we hit the hockey horn for him? No, it doesn't really work for the Sixers. There it is.
Are we still fired up in this city? That's there it is.
Are the Flyers still playing? It was a rough Game 1.
Yeah, it's a Game 1 experience for the young squad.
Yep.
They were after it though.
Game 2 tonight.
Yeah.
Carolina's not Pittsburgh.
No.
All the hockey experts told me that coming in the series. So, Game 2 tonight. So, here's the deal. Sixers are on the Fanatic. 8 o'clock start. Right, Ray?
8 o'clock and 8 o'clock nationally.
Yep.
Brew your coffee tonight, fellas.
You're going to need
Got a
it,
lot of
man.
time.
8 o'clock start. The Flyers are a 7. The puck drops at 7 or somewhat around 7. So we'll have that on WMMR, our sister station.
Let's go.
And the Sixers will be right here on the Fanatic.
There's only 2 cities that have 2 teams playing right now, us and Minnesota. That's it. It's a great time to be alive in this city. Quickly on Embiid, because I just want to say this from the Sixers' perspective. I always said that, one of the things that was going to my mind when we start talking about the future is like, if we're going to put all our eggs into the postseason basket, and I think that that's what everybody should do. Here we are, staring it square in the face. Now, in that first series, there was a little bit of time off for Embiid. There was one game there was 3 days off. Other than that, it's 2. This second round is really difficult. It's boom, 2 days, boom, 2 days, boom, 2 days. The good thing is we're talking about short travel, only up to MSG. So these are the things that we're going to have to pay attention to. Like Joel Embiid, if the Sixers are going to beat the Knicks, I think we all have to be in agreement, right? They're not going to beat this Knicks team. This Knicks team is too damn talented with a number of weapons, including Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's going to be a difficult matchup for Embiid. I just think as far as offensively is concerned, what Towns brings to the table, Joel's going to have to guard that. Then he didn't have to worry about that with the Boston Celtics.
And Towns shoots a 3, which means that Embiid's going to have to go out. I mean, they're going to
pick and roll.
Again, Nick Nurse, brother. Nick Nurse.
You're right.
The defense changed the series against the Celtics. Nick Nurse.
You're right. And that's just a tough task for Nick Nurse, but damn right. That's why you get paid the money, right?
Yep.
And that's why he's a championship coach. He's got to come up with the way to stop it.
So back to Embiid, it's really, really important that one of the great things he did against the Celtics, and like Embiid's always going to get excited and he's going to do some flopping and things like that. How about the stupid trainer of the Celtics wouldn't give him the ball?
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to go over there and try to wrestle it away
It's the most ridiculous stuff. It really is.
Great.
It is great, though. I mean,
It's
this
great.
is the fun thing. And normally we come up short, so we can't
do.
enjoy these moments.
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Here's what I will say about Embiid. He's got to play within himself. He really let the game come to him in those last 3 games. He didn't overdo it. Even when he took 18 shots and he went 6 for 18, the passing was excellent. The rebounding was excellent. His defense was excellent. You can't let Karl-Anthony Towns get him too wild. And everybody's seen the tweet from 2019 where he's F-bombing, calling him a joke and things like that. He can't let that get in his head during the series, Ray.
And I thought that was the good part of the way he played late after the Jaylen Brown thing. Because after the Jaylen Brown thing, I was like, oh, man, Embiid's decided he's got to put up 45 because he has to end Jaylen Brown himself. And then ultimately, it was like, oh, all right, there was a couple shots in there I didn't love, but everything kind of still flowed with the team. He wasn't like, off this switch, I'm going to try and guard Jaylen Brown one-on-one. He also realizes who he is defensively at this point.
Yep.
And that was hilarious. That block at the end of the first half, that next ensuing offensive possession, him just standing in the corner like, boys, I gave you everything my legs have for this first half. Tyrese, you got to take this shot because I'm behind in the corner. But I thought that was good by him because there was a moment after that Jaylen Brown back and forth between the two of them. I was like, uh-oh. He's going to try and go 1-on-5 because he wants to prove a message to Jaylen Brown and the Celtics.
Yep. Yeah, there was a couple pivot points in the game. And if the Celtics would have hit one of those threes, it might have been for the Celtics.
I thought for sure Pritchard was hitting that one in the corner.
Oh, me too.
I could not believe he missed it.
Pritchard in the corner, and then the one I played coming back from break where Brown misses, then White gets it, and it's like...
And he misses.
Every single time in my life I've watched this.
Correct.
Off the long rebound, that shot drops.
Somebody else hits it.
And you know that it's the nail. You know it. They hit it, and it's like, they're going to lose this game. And they didn't hit it. And then Maxey went off, and he took over the game. But with Embiid, I mean, Sean, if you think about how big the series is, the Celtics and Knicks would have been a big series. The Sixers and the Knicks are a big series because they're going to be coming down here. The Knicks fans are going to be trying to get in. I love the fact that Embiid set the tone after the game saying, do not sell your tickets to Knicks fans. And then the Sixers aren't selling tickets to anybody outside of a Philadelphia zip code.
Mm-hmm.
So they're playing into it too, which is really like, hey, listen, and here's the other thing. As a fan, and if you're selling these tickets, back in 2024, you're talking about how great that series was. I don't remember it like that. I remember being embarrassed that they came down and kicked our ass.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything good about that series. But back then, I defended Sixers fans because I said, nobody thought they were going to win. They gave you no reason to believe you're going to win. Now they've given us every reason to believe they can win this series. So this really has to be. Hey, don't sell your if you have tickets on the Game Time app or you have tickets on StubHub, whatever secondary market you use, take them off and try to put it on Facebook that you have 2 tickets and here's the price, and maybe someone will meet that number. Don't you put it on Game Time? I get it. You want to make money. I don't know if a lot of these tickets are national brokers and so it doesn't really matter. But if you're a local person that has tickets, do you know there's somebody with my name that has tickets that's selling it to Knicks fans? Over the years, I've had so many people that said, hey, I just bought tickets off you. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
I know.
A guy out there named Jonathan Marks that has tickets that he sells, and I've already seen it.
I'm doing my part. Our season tickets, we bought more tickets.
Good.
Instead of just 2 lunatics down there, some of the games are going to have all 7 lunatics.
Well, I
down there.
think it's important to point out that season tickets, and the Sixers will appreciate this. The fact that you guys were season ticket holders and you guys got good, first dibs on some really good prices.
Yeah.
It tells you all you need to know that maybe you should be a season ticket holder. Just looking at the Knicks tickets, though, everyone's saying how cheap it is compared to MSG. MSG, you can get in there for $365 tonight. There's not a bad seat in the house.
What's about Game 3? That's
my point. It's the same price here versus MSG.
Really? $365?
Yeah, Game 2 is a little bit more. It's $442, but I can get you in there right now at $365
Get out.
for tonight. Yeah, look, and whatever. It kills me. Knicks have an unbelievable fan base. Point blank, end of story. Those dudes party. If it's a preseason game one,
it's a good basketball team.
it's not a fan base that I want to be a part of, but they get wild. And even in the Atlantic Hawks series, they were down there loud as can be in that series, right? They travel well.
And they will be. You will hear them.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You can't keep everybody out.
They were there for Celtics Sixers.
Yeah, I know. That was weird.
There you
I
go.
was ready to fight them after Game 4.
It's
I was
like ball.
"What's your
Man,
problem?"
bring it on, man.
This is is it? I don't know. The reaction is, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's hard to describe that they actually did it.
Yeah.
And they beat the Celtics. Now it's only round 1, so it's not like they're in the Eastern Conference Final. But it really sets up. This is not an easy series. The Knicks are a very good team, but I don't know. There's just something special with the way that they're playing together, and the fact that Nick Nurse is making a difference. And I wish they had one more player. I wish they had one more guy coming off the bench. Grimes was really good in Game 6. I wish they had one more guy that could hit a 3. Imagine that if you had that guy.
No, but to your point about it feeling weird, it's almost do we want to parade now? We just be yes, we should be living this up and going absolutely nuts like I was on Saturday night, like you were, like we all were.
Yeah, not today.
But now it's another round, and it's not even the ECF, and it's not the NBA Finals. It's the second bleeping round.
So the Flyers
Long way to go.
The Flyers make the second round. It sure seems like people realize this is the end. Maybe they come back in the win series. That'd be great. But just getting to the second round is a big accomplishment for the Flyers.
Absolutely.
Not the case for the Sixers. Making the Eastern Conference Final, if they make the Eastern Conference Final, I'm just telling you, that changes Joel Embiid's legacy a little bit. It means he's going to be here and they're not going to look to move on. It means you could possibly build on that. I don't know, man. This is such a big series for Embiid. That was such a big right there, coming back from an emergency appendectomy.
Oh, yeah, 4 straight games.
And changing the series and winning in Boston. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
And I feel good for him.
Yeah, you should.
He's went through a lot.
Everybody should feel good for Joel Embiid. I feel great for the team. Like you said earlier, proud. I'm proud of this team to show that fight and the resolve to come back and win 3 straight. 2 on the road in Boston, including Game 7. Come on.
All right, coming up, we have a huge guest coming up at 11 o'clock. We'll tell you about that coming up. Also, our sister station in Boston, the Sports Hub, we have their post-game reaction. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
The Sixers are moving
puts it up, spins it off the glass and in. Maxey, an incredible field goal. Sixers by 3.
Tom McGinnis on the call. You heard it right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We're back. John Marks. Sean Brace is back.
Maxey went on a 8-0 run to win that bad boy.
Yep.
Just ridiculous.
So, real fast, coming up at 11 o'clock, Michael Jack Schmidt.
Whoa.
The Hall of Famer, Mike Schmidt.
It's a pretty big gap.
One of the best big leaguers ever. He will join us. We didn't necessarily think the Sixers were going to be entering the second round of the series when we booked this like a month ago. But nevertheless, Ray.
The amount of plans canceling I've done now in the last week and a half has been insane.
Yeah, Mike was supposed to be on a couple weeks ago, but then because of scheduling conflicts, he had to push it back a little bit, and we decided this day.
Yeah, I just mean in general in life. I've canceled on so many people and so many things I was supposed to do because of these two runs. Like,
I did not very busy.
Did not anticipate. None of us, I think, anticipated.
Well, look at Sean. He had a vacation booked.
Yep.
You think that you're going to be safe, and then you're not. Bill Colarulo, he had his Disney trip booked. Yeah, so in future years, we'll need to plan around the winter teams being good. Huh?
I'm still going to San Diego, man.
I welcome that all day, man. Please, because it's been a lot of fun. And like I said, there's only 2 cities that have 2 teams going at this point in time. It's us and Minnesota.
Yep.
I didn't read too many people saying that. Oh, by the way, great series, but NBA playoffs, man. There's a lot to like, and I know that Oklahoma City and the Lakers is probably going to get ugly. OKC took all 4 in the regular season, but
we'll see.
It's
still LeBron.
It's the next round. They got Reeves back. Who knows with Luka? I kind of was a little out of it, so I
don't think he.
They were talking last week that it might be in their best case to just keep him out completely.
Yep, that's what I read.
Yeah, only Luka I was focused on was Garza.
There you go. How that worked out so swimmingly well for the Celtics. All right, so Schmitty joins us at 11 o'clock. Phillies have now won 5 of 6 since Don Mattingly has replaced Rob Thompson.
How about it?
And they are now only 6 games under 500. And they have a very favorable schedule coming up. Another one against the Marlins tonight, the wraparound series.
Oh, Nola on the mound, though.
Oh, yeah. What could possibly go wrong, Ray?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing can go wrong. Which, by the way, Sean Brace, congratulations for being taken out of the running for worst take of the year.
Yeah, I guess it does.
No, you're out.
You're out. You're out. No, you're back in.
Oh, I'm
for the
in.
best take.
Yeah. No, worst take of the year. You're out. Best
Just
take
remember,
of the year,
it was me, Otto Kemp. It was you, Aaron Nolan. It was you, Sixers.
That's hysterical. Yeah,
you're out.
Which flipped.
I've had the wild thoughts at this point, about how far this could go.
I allowed myself to dream on Game 7. I won't lie. I was sitting at the bar and I go, "Is this a championship contender?" And I just said, "Bartender, give me another shot."
They could go to the finals. I mean,
Your team, your town, your Philadelphia 76ers are contenders for the East.
It's as simple
as that.
Yeah.
Print the shirts.
So, I mean, the Sixers may not beat the Knicks, but they're not the teams that are left in the East, I would say, are evenly matched. The Pistons had a great regular season. Are they really that much better than the Sixers?
Is Tobias Harris scoring 30?
If Tobias Harris comes into Philadelphia and they beat the Sixers, I don't know if I'll be able to handle it.
No, I couldn't handle it.
And they used to fire Daryl Morey on the spot because he's his buddy. All right, anyway.
Team.
So Schmitty's coming up at 11 o'clock. In 1983, they fired manager Pat Corrales after a 43-42 start, and they ended up going to the World Series. So I think they finished 37-20 the rest of the way. So I want to know from Mike, what is it? What's in the water that when a manager gets fired, it can turn the team around?
Man, that's a great nugget there. And, yeah, he's going to talk a little bit about, everything with the Phillies, and I'm looking forward to hearing his thoughts on Bohm. Quickly on Stott, though. Plus 960 to hit a home run tonight. Is that
he hit 2 of the last 3 games, right?
Hey, something about, I think empanadas was the rumor from Alvarado. I think he likes the empanadas down there in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do we take Stott plus 960? You got to have a little sprinkle on that.
$10.
All right, cool.
Or we just get the recipe for the empanadas, bring them up to Philly.
Ooh.
I mean, seems
That's
logical.
That too. All right. So the Sports Hub up in Boston. So I did the, when the Sixers game got over, we made the decision on the fly. Hey, there's another period left in the Flyers. So it's like, all right, well, why don't we go on early, and then we'll kind of do some, talk Sixers, and then we'll start talking about the Flyers, which we did. So I was, we were doing kind of a Sixers and Flyers post game. So the next morning, I went and I was checking out some of the show we did, and then it came up in my feed. I'm like, oh, it's 98.5 The Sports Hub. After their official Celtics post game, because they're the flagship of the Celtics, they went to what is his name? Mark. Why am I blanking on his name? Anyway,
Dondero?
Yeah, Mark Dondero.
Yep.
So they went to Mark Dondero, and so I watched a little bit of it, and he was pissed, as you might expect. So Nate came up with a little montage of some reaction. Here it is.
What I cannot stomach, though, is the threes. I am so done with this philosophy. And if the Celtics don't have some serious, difficult conversations this offseason, shame on them. It's not working. The three-pointers are not working. It's not working. You have to abandon this philosophy and this identity immediately. It's over. It doesn't work. The Celtics were 2 of 12 from 3 to start the game. They only got back into the game because they stopped taking threes. They stopped taking threes.
He's mad.
That's why they went on a 10-2 run. They played defense. They got inside the three-point line, and they made buckets. They got fouled. They made jumpers or layups and put pressure on the Sixers. As soon as they took threes, the Sixers exhaled.
Yep. Run the ball.
Yeah, make or shot threes and missed them. Then we exhaled.
Right.
Yeah. It's interesting. They're gonna have to ask themselves tough questions. And then Jaylen Brown, or like him doing that video yesterday where he point blank said that this was his favorite season. He was without Tatum. They didn't win a damn thing, and he didn't have any hardware to show for it. And he's on a video saying, "Yeah, I did my part." And by the way, it was my favorite season. They could look to move one of those guys. I don't imagine it would be Tatum. I would imagine it would be Brown. But you never know what you can get back in return. And again,
you should get a lot. He's a great player.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, he's a great. I don't like
the video stuff.
The video stuff, and
yeah,
I get it. There's gamesmanship in a series, and you can be like that. Embiid's a flopper and all that stuff. All right, like I don't know if you're saying that at the post game press conference after you lose the series. It sounds like sour grapes. I mean, give me a break, Jaylen Brown. You had like a double the amount of offensive fouls than anybody else in the playoffs, the second most in the league. So like, give me a break. The way he plays. Do we have a voice memo on the Davis Honda text line? Here it is.
Good morning, Middays. Hey, John. Hey, Ray. Hey, Sean Brace. Why aren't you painted blue today? What's the matter with you? I thought you take care of your bets, no?
I'm not. I never said that it was going to be blue if the Sixers won.
But hold on. I think we actually did.
No, I said if the Sixers won game 1, I would paint myself.
I thought it was Eastern Conference Finals. I thought that's where we got to.
No, that was the Flyers and orange.
I'm painting myself orange for the Eastern Conference Finals for the Flyers.
There was another blue bet for sure.
There was. We mentioned it.
There was another blue bet.
We need the we need the YouTube chat to.
While we're on this topic, the YouTube chat also curious why the back of your head looks so cleanly shaven.
Yo, Rat Tail Brace is starting. He did start on Wednesday night, and then I shaved my head yesterday. And
not realizing what you were doing.
Yeah, I nicked it up, but it was coming in nice and patchy. So we're starting to clock over tonight. Back at it. Rat Tail Brace.
5 games after the NBA season's over, he then has to grow 5 more days.
I will have a rat tail. I promise you that. Rat Tail Brace will be paid off. I don't remember saying the blue. The blue was the original game 1. If you remember that.
You don't remember saying rat tail?
Yeah, the rat tail.
Yeah, no. Definitely, there was a blue bet.
There was. I remember it. And I think I was involved in it.
See, you've made too many bets now where we have to,
start writing these down, please. Yeah. I want to hear it. I'm not buying it. I said, because I walked away going, ooh, I dodged that bullet.
There's a good thing about it is we can always go back and listen to the sound.
Let's hear it. Let's hear the tape. If anything, John said he was going to be blue, too.
I might have said. I think I might have.
You both said you were going blue.
I think I said it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I took $50K out from the bank. I didn't see this at all.
Yucky. All right, coming up, Michael Jack Schmidt on the Phillies. What is it about replacing a manager in season that gets that bump? Phillies are getting it right down. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
It was always Sixers at 7. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. It's brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal where you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. Straight Talk Wireless on Verizon's 5G network. Find exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. Nobody really expected it, but the Sixers did make their first ever 3-1 series comeback. They won Game 7 on the road in Boston Saturday night, 109-100. Embiid at 34, Maxey at 30. Paul George had some big shots there. VJ Edgecombe big defensively in that second half. Here he is after the game.
Obviously, it's great to go down in history, but the ultimate goal, people will remember a championship more than they remember a 3-1 comeback in the first round. So I said, man, we're focused on our next series.
And that next series gets going tonight, 8 o'clock up in New York, Madison Square Garden, Sixers and the Knicks. You can listen to it live right here on the Fanatic. Flyers and the Hurricanes have Game 2 tonight. The Hurricanes won Game 1 on Saturday night. That game on WMMR tonight at 7. Phillies won 2 of 3 over the weekend. They finish a 4-game series tonight against Miami Marlins. This update is also brought to you by Summit Racing Equipment. Shop summitracing.com to keep your ride road trip ready. You'll find everything from pre-trip maintenance, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase. I'm Ray Dunn. You're on for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
by Robinson. The 3-0 pitch. Swing and long drive. There it is. Number 500. The career 500th home run for Michael Jack Schmidt.
All right, we're back. It is Middays with the Marks. This Michael Jack Schmidt, an all-time Major League Baseball player. Does he get tired of hearing that call? Is that like when I go on San Diego radio and they play Rocky when they're introducing me?
Not quite.
Well, no, it's his 500th home run. And he's actually joining us on Zoom right now.
Unbelievable.
It is Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Melanoma Monday is today. And the great Hall of Famer, best Philly, you can make the case he's the best athlete in the history of Philadelphia.
Hell yeah.
Michael Jack Schmidt joins John and Sean and Ray. Mike, thanks for a couple minutes. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I appreciate being on with you. That introduction never gets old, I guess.
Good.
From the old friend Harry Callis. No, I'll be listening to that as I go to my grave, I guess.
Man, well, I mean, it's iconic, right? Like, it's iconic, and what you did in the city's iconic. And what you're doing right now, Mike, with and you've been doing this for a number of years now, Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. 1 in 5 Americans will develop it in their lifetime, as did you. I forget how many years ago, 2013, you were diagnosed with melanoma. So this is something, you've done a really good job of raising awareness on it.
Yeah, appreciate that. It was 2013. They caught a mole on my back, stage 3 melanoma, and I've been, I wouldn't say battling it. I've been watching over it for about 13 years. I did have some pretty serious surgeries and chemotherapy treatments and things like that, right after it was discovered. But luckily, I'm doing good now. I still take a lot of meds and get a lot of CT scans, and I still have to, have my doctor's appointments quite often. And so I'm very, very lucky that I'm still here. Modern medicine is a wonderful thing. I got a great team of doctors, and so all of that has motivated me to be undertaking a mission to educate people about skin cancer and do everything that myself and all of my sponsors and partners have helped me with to do the best to eliminate skin cancer. I don't know whether we'll ever do that, probably not in my lifetime, but I'm doing my best to educate as many people, parents, kids, as we can about the dangers of the sun if you don't respect it when you go outside.
Yeah, the Mike Schmidt Foundation and RDK Melanoma Foundation, you guys are partnering, and this is just, it makes so much sense because I have young kids, and Mike, when you go to the game, you go to their youth games, and you're like, oh, we forgot the sunscreen. Then you're kind of looking around, who's got some spray that we can put on the kids, we can put on ourselves. What you guys are doing is you're trying to have sunscreen dispensers, or you are having sunscreen dispensers, and they get refilled. Doylestown Athletic Association, Ridley Area Little League, Ridley Township Parkers, Ridley High School. So in case you don't have the sunscreen, you're able to get it. And it's such a good idea because the last thing you need, and I'm looking at my partner here, Mike, he was golfing, and it wasn't even a sunny day, and guess what? He got sunburned.
Yeah, Mike.
It's overcast, but you still get it.
And you know what? When I see those dispensers around Citizens Bank Park, I think of Michael Jack. I do, and that's a great thing, Michael, for you to be known for. But it was raining on Saturday. I didn't think one time about wearing suntan lotion. Got done playing golf, and I was beat red. And I was like, man, that's something you just don't think of. It was literally raining the whole round.
Yeah, well, I never use sunscreen as a young athlete, young person, out in the sun. In fact, I thought, light-skinned as I am, I thought I could get a tan. No one ever told me that I couldn't. Had a lot of sunburns over the years, and I suffered from that. Obviously, I didn't know what I know now about the sun and, UPF rays and such. And had I taken care of my skin when I was young like that, I probably, I can't say that I 100% that I wouldn't, but I probably would have had a less chance of, skin disease. So if we can get sunscreen on as many people as we can, if we can get long sleeves on people, if we can get hats, that prevent exposure to the ears and the face, if we can get that on as many people as possible, we're doing what I'd like, what I want to do. And you mentioned it earlier, 1 in 5 people in the country get skin cancer, and it's amazing. Not many people realize that. You mentioned it's the most evasive skin cancer that there is. So I have some great partners, as you mentioned. Richard David Kahn Melanoma Foundation is where I got my start down here in Florida. I did a lot of marketing work for them, was kind of an ambassador for them for 2 or 3 years, and then I suggested we go to Philadelphia with this project. I went to Philadelphia. We started a foundation up here, and I was able to acquire several partners up here. Of course, the Phillies were a big part of that in the beginning. We now have the Baseball Hall of Fame as a partner. We have, I don't know whether you know, the Cobbs Creek Restoration Project out on Lansdowne Avenue. The Tiger Woods Learning Lab is a partner. The Dermatology Partners now is a dermatology group of about 40 docs around the Philadelphia, Maryland, Delaware area. Big partner of ours now. So we have some really good reach in terms of who gets to hear what our mission is all about.
Great stuff, Mike. I mean, this is probably like the third or fourth time I've had you on one of my shows to talk about. So it's always a pleasure to talk to you. As the Phillies now have won 5 of 6. So, Mike, in 1983, Pat Corrales is your manager. You guys start off 43 and 42. Paul Owens comes down. Pat gets fired. Paul Owens comes down from upstairs, and you guys finish, and you end up going to the World Series. Paul was 47 and 30 in his final 77. You guys were 47 and 30, final 77 games. So clearly, bringing in a new manager, something happened. How do you explain it to the fans out there when a manager is fired and somebody else comes in, even with the same roster, you get different results?
I can't explain it. I can give you some thoughts about it. That Pat Corrales firing, I believe we were in first place.
You were. Even a game over 500, you were in first place.
Right. And it was in New York at Shea Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody couldn't believe our manager got fired and we were in first place. Now, that was the year that we were known as the Wheeze Kids, if I'm not mistaken. Rose and Perez and
Joe Morgan.
Ed Morgan. Yeah, we had Morgan. Bill Robinson, I think, might have been on that team. As you mentioned, he came down, and we ended up, I believe, clinching the Eastern Division title in St. Louis that year. We had George Vukovic, Lenny Matuzak. I remember at the end of the year, we had a bunch of young kids and old kids. And so to answer your question, it's a tough thing. It's just like, I don't know.
Is it a wake-up call, Mike, for the team? Like, this guy just lost his job, wake up, or you're next?
No, I don't think there is anything other than it's a timing thing. It's
Did you not like him? Was he not liked in the clubhouse? I mean, some of these things happen.
You talking about back in '83 now?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We love Pat Corrales.
Huh.
We love Pat Corrales. I just think the Paul Owens and the staff probably thought we should be a lot better than we were at the time, playing a lot better than we were. You get a new manager, and maybe he puts some rules in that change things. Maybe he goes up to some individuals and speaks to them about something that they might have not been doing. Maybe you're not spending enough time on this or enough time on that he wouldn't been able to have done had he not been manager. Certain managers are more forceful. Certain managers are more what they call players managers. Rob Thompson was always known as a players manager, meaning that he kind of stayed out of the way of the players and let them do their thing. It's a really hard subject it's excuse me, it's a really hard subject to have an answer for. I'm not sure that I do.
Yeah.
If we could bottle that up, Mike, we could make a lot of money if we had the answer to that question for sure. So you were in the Sound your entire career as a superstar, and believe me, we're a much more gentle sports city from when you played here, Mike. But still, we're Philadelphia, and I think for the first time this offseason, Bryce Harper learned that Philadelphia is a tough town to play in. There's now some criticism. Dave Dombrowski had his comments, and I think maybe that kind of kickstarted some fans being like, hey, he's right. Is Bryce really as good a player as we think? Just observing what you've observed and knowing what you know with Bryce Harper, I don't know, it just does seem, not that they've turned on him yet, but, there's some whispering. The longer you go without winning, the more we get restless. Phillies fans are restless right now, Mike.
I agree. I mean, I can understand how they are. They were always restless when I played. The vet was a restless place.
Oh yeah.
When we weren't performing. There was a lot of things around us that let us know that they expected more out of us without question, and even myself individually, for sure, as you all might remember. And in terms of Bryce, I really think that he's, going to be at the end of the year, going to be a 30 home run, 100 RBI batter. Well, I look at Bryce, and I think that nowadays, compared to when we played, Bryce and Schwarber, they get like 50% at bats off of nasty left-handed pitching. Now think about that. In the old days, left-handed hitters only saw maybe 25%, 15% of left-handed pitching. We just didn't have that much left-handed pitching now. And if you've seen so far this year, a lot of teams throw 3 out of 4 left-handers start against the Phillies because of Schwarber and Harper. And in the old days, they'd see maybe one lefty every series, but some nasty left-handers coming out of the bullpens now. Now, I mean, is that an excuse for a guy that makes $35 million a year for 13 years? I'm not sure it is. You have a lot of expectations for Bryce Harper. A lot of expectations, especially in the social media age, right? Talk show age. There's a lot more talk shows now than there used to be. I don't know. Hitting now is not what it used to be. We had one 300 hitter in Major League Baseball last year. One. And,
that's right. Yeah.
And hitting is a lot different now than it used to be. Accountability when it comes to hitting is not what it used to be. Moving runners is not what it used to be. Making contact in pressure situations. I don't know. Our team has, over the last 3 or 4 years, been susceptible to inconsistency. I think you guys would agree with that.
Yep.
We've shut down. Our offense is shut down a couple of 3 times a year over the last 3 or 4 years on a regular basis. And when you shut it down during the postseason, like we did last year, I mean, they're not trying to do that. It's just that when they face really, really good pitching, they don't seem to put good at-bats out there consistently. That'll change. It's starting to change now. Win 5 out of 6. Guys are starting to play better, hit better. Little steps. That's what I say. I always say you take baby steps, Ken. You can't get it all back in one game, in one night. You can't get a bad start as a hitter all back in one series. You can't go 10 for 10. You just got to take baby steps, be patient. And sometimes you guys and the fans don't like that stuff. You want to see it happen a lot faster. And we as players, we hate that this is happening to us. We're doing our best to get out of it, doing our best to, get back to 500 and then, move 5, 6, 7 games over 500. The goals have to be right now. I think the goal is 500. And then the goal is get to 85, 90 wins. And just understand that there's plenty of time to do this. That's the best answer I can come up with. And it's not pointing fingers at anybody, right? It's it's him or you got to do this, or we need a different lineup. Change that lineup. I don't like with him hitting there and him hitting there. Throw them in a hat and throw them on the field. Pull the names out of a hat and they should win.
That easy. We're talking to Phillies Hall of Famer Mike Schmidt here on Middays with Marks. Now, let's talk about the little goals. I like that angle that you just said, Mike, and I want to talk to you about Alec Boehm. Of course, you played pressure in this city. We just discussed that. But when a guy like Boehm is in a contract year and he's struggling the way he is it something as simple as that he is pressing for results and it's just snowballing right now? I mean, I think he's hitting 162, Mike. Clearly not the season that we all expected. Contract year, your thoughts on his approach this season?
He has not. He has not gotten it, or should I say, for some reason he just has not panned out. I believe he's had enough time to become a really, really good hitter in the major leagues. I believe he's had time, and I've always said that Alex, his approach to hitting is really good. Use all fields. He's fairly a contact guy in terms of comparing him to other hitters in today's game. Was too much pressure put on Alec Boehm by making him a cleanup hitter early in his career? I'm not sure. Excuse me, guys. I'm just getting over
You're good, Mike.
But
that time of year, too.
Yeah. I believe, I'm not sure whether let me just make one point. I'm not there. I'm not in the clubhouse. I'm not around the team. I only watch them on TV, right?
Right.
All I see is what I see on TV. Don Mattingly is a potential Hall of Fame player, and he's there every day. He's watching. He was one of the greatest hitters of all time. If he can't get through to Alec, along with the hitting coach, Long.
Kevin Long, yep.
Yeah, Kevin Long. Maybe there's something in terms of Alec's demeanor, his makeup. I don't know. In the old days, in my case anyway, they threw you out there and said, take your lumps and figure it out. And if you don't figure it out, your butt's going to AAA. And that's the way it was in the old days. They threw you out there and said, you got to figure it out yourself. And Alec just needs some kind of a change in his approach mentally. Maybe it's a change in his stance, or where he holds the bat, or widen his stance out, or maybe it's something, open his stance. I mean, I tried stuff all the time, new stuff. And I went into the game with a new thought, a new stance, a new mechanic, looking for something to, click for me. And I don't notice players nowadays trying new and different things. That could be one angle for Alec. I think he's done quite well as a defensive player at third base. But I don't know. And I know he's not consistently in the starting lineup now, right?
Yeah, I mean, he'll get a day off or two, but we'll see we'll also see what Don Mattingly does going forward.
That's true.
Because when he struggles, Rob wouldn't be afraid to sit him. So we'll see what Don does going forward. Well, Mike, listen, the website is dermpartners.com. It's DERM partners.com. You can get all the information we were talking about, the Play Sun Safe initiative and the partnership as well, and all the other information that you need. Mike, before we let you go here, I need you to have a word with my producer, Ray Dunn.
Uh-oh.
Because Ray went to a Phillies game earlier this season, and he didn't bring any sunscreen.
Come on, Ray.
And he was actually on TV. They showed him on TV. He was yelling and screaming at the end. He comes in the next day. You could have fried an egg on his head. He was so red. And he had to do TV that day, too. He was doing the afternoon show on TV. So, Ray's like my nephew. I try to talk to him, but he doesn't often listen. So I'm hoping the conversation that we have today will help Ray in his ways going forward.
Hey, Ray, take it from me, brother. You don't want to go through what I went through. And let me just use Ray as an example of the way it should be nowadays. Is education, prevention, and early detection is what we sell That's what I sell. And education is knowing about the sun and its harmful rays and how to stay out of it and all that, and how to limit your time out there, and the different things about looking at your body and the moles and the things you got to look for, right? Prevention is all about wearing sleeves or wearing hats, and sunscreen and all that kind of stuff. We all know that that's pretty much obvious. And early detection, and this is where I want to hit Ray or you guys. I'm hitting you guys with this.
Hit me.
Go see a dermatologist twice a year. It's easy. Just go see a dermatologist, have him look at your back, right? Places on your body that you can't see. And I'm talking about even between your toes and all that. If you get a mole that pops up, after it's been there for a long time, bam, it can happen. 1 in 5, right? 1 in 5 people get it. And, I know it's a poo-poo that I don't have time to go get my skin checked and all that, but
That's good advice.
It's work it in. Work it in. Take it from me. Work it in. I've told this to like 8 or 10 people, and I've had people come back to me at card shows and at the stadium and say, the doctor found something on my back, and I did it because I heard that you said I should. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So I hope that sets in with Ray and you guys. Enjoyed talking to you.
Mike, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Take care.
All right, guys. Take care.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
Michael Jack Schmidt. See that, Ray?
Yep.
We
Saw that. I saw that. I knew that was coming. I was waiting for it.
Hey, Ray, we got a couple drops.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Ray,
was
yeah.
tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, Ray?
I love how we all just
Jack.
went right past the Sean Brace had an excuse. Ray had no excuse.
Well, but it was raining.
It was cloudy when I left my apartment.
Oh, shut up.
I thought I was sitting in the shade.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I didn't think once about
Coming up back into the 76ers, your phone calls, your voice memos. How poor of a loser is Jaylen Brown? We have that audio for you coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Playoff doubleheader tonight. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Sixers made their first ever 3-1 series comeback, winning Game 7 in Boston Saturday night, 109-100. Joel Embiid, 34 points. Tyrese Maxey, 30 points. Paul George with some big shots. Big defense from VJ Edgecombe. A couple of big shots from him as well. Here's Edgecombe after the game.
Obviously, it's great to go down in history, but the ultimate goal, people will remember a championship more than they remember a 3-1 comeback in the first round. So I said, man, we're focused on our next series.
And that next series gets going tonight up in New York, Madison Square Garden. Sixers, Knicks, 8 o'clock tonight. You can listen to it right here on The Fanatic. Flyers, Hurricanes, Game 2 is tonight. The Hurricanes took Game 1 on Saturday night. You can listen to that game on WMMR at 7 o'clock. Phillies winning 2 of 3 over the weekend. They finish a 4-game series down in Miami tonight against the Marlins. This update is brought to you by Discover. Discover wants everyone to feel special. That's why they double all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
I had to choose if I had to, like, say there's some referees that need to be investigated, like just overall out of all the officiating. We had 3 of them in the last 3 games. We have at top of my list.
All right, that's Jaylen Brown on a Twitch stream last night. Except he's not playing a video game. He's going over all the plays that he's complaining about.
He's made him a nice following in that world, in that community.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, I've never seen him do anything like this, where he's breaking down film, breaking down tape. But yeah, he's been an interesting cat. Let's just say that he's very in tune with a lot of the other stuff that's happening. Let's just say in your timeline.
Calling it film breakdown also feels a little generous for what it is. It's a complaining session.
Correct.
It's not. This is what we're trying to do to bring.
He's breaking down plays.
Yeah.
That he's complaining about.
He's this is Paul George pushing off. And here's me missing a shot late where I throw Maxey into Embiid's knee, and let's not talk about the lack of a whistle on that play.
Yeah, I mean, like
selective.
Yeah, no, you're right, because it's like I'm sure I could go through games where they won, and I could be like, look at this offensive foul, look at this missed call on him. Right, you got to be kidding me. Jaylen Brown, who I have a lot of respect for as a player, I think he's a great player.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt. Now he missed a couple of shots there, but he's hit huge shots over the course of his career. He's a champion. They didn't miss a beat without Jason Tatum this entire season. It's kind of embarrassing the way that he's acting after the sour grapes he's acted with, complaining after the loss.
Not just Game 7, all three losses. The refs were in on it.
Yep.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, don't you you come out and you complain about the refs, and that's why you lost. You know what you should do? Log the hell off, because you look foolish.
Yeah, he does.
You look like a big baby out there complaining about stuff. You just do. I'm shocked.
And the NBA, he did say this. It's the NBA, the state of the NBA with the flopping. He is right about that. Like, yeah, Joel Embiid flops. I'm not here to deny that. The big man's always on the ground. That's the name of the game. If you can get rewarded, that's a part of Joel Embiid's game. He's incredible. I mean, that, and you got your hand in the cookie jar, he's going to get you to pick up a foul, 2 fouls, the big man's on the bench. Like, that's a part of the game. It's an art. It's a craft. Shea is unbelievable out in Oklahoma City. People don't like it. They don't want to watch it. But guess what? He produces. He puts up points. Oh, by the way, Jaylen Brown has a little bit in his game. Of course, Tatum as well. Like, it's just it's in the NBA. Flopping is a part of it.
That's the biggest thing. You're telling me that you naturally shoot jumpers falling away like that?
Yeah.
No, you shoot jumpers falling away like that because you know you're going to pick up a foul if you jump that way.
And Brown's mad because he got whistled for so many offensive fouls. So he's bitter about that.
Sure.
I mean, I don't.
You're not Derrick Henry, bro. Stop throwing stiff arms.
Man, listen, he's won a championship. He's been on the other side of that. He's gotten benefits from that in other series.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, give me a break, man. Absolutely embarrassing. All right, let's go to a voice memo. Davis Honda text line. Here it is.
Johnny Marks, Sean Brace. It is Sean Menard over Manioc checking in from Crossing Broad and DraftKings Network. And apologies for not leaving a voice memo on Friday as I was getting an early start on my victory lap there. It was always Sixers in 7. It was always this Boston Celtics team is fraudulent and the run is not over just yet. From the Boston Brats to New York Sewer Rats, these Sixers have a chance to avenge a lot of past wrongs and take down 2 very overrated teams. It was Sixers in 7 in Series 1. It is Sixers in 6 in this series. And unlike against the Boston Celtics, where it was the Joel Embiid series, where he was the difference maker when returning and beating up on an absolutely depleted Boston front court, this is the Tyrese Maxey series. I firmly believe Tyrese Maxey has evolved to a player well beyond what the skill set of Jalen Brunson is, and I think he fully puts that on display in this series. Expect as much effort as possible to get that one-on-one matchup and for Maxey to absolutely cook against the Knicks. It was Sixers in 7 in Series 1, Sixers in 6. Feed me these New York Knicks.
All right, Sean Bernard, who is
Sewer Rats.
Yeah, that was very good. He did predict Sixers in 7, so you give him credit. However, I can't give him credit because he didn't. Like, did he really believe it? Right? Like, you could say anything before every series, and if you're right, does it mean you're right? It technically means you're right.
There's one guy we're giving credit to. I think it has to be Sean Bernard.
No. He's the only guy that I give credit to.
He's the only
guy I give credit to for the most part.
I agree.
Because he put it out there, and he was steadfast.
And he stands and delivers because they fill his mentions up when they lose, and it happens a lot, right? The Sixers lose, the first person they're attacking. Like, I know a Knicks fan, and he literally can't stomach Sean because of the timeline. He's like, no, man, I hate Bernard. I'm like, dude, he's the nicest kid ever. He would honestly not like it. Not this.
He's the one guy that gets credit for it.
He does. Now, Sixers and 6, I'm riding with them. I'm not betting against them. That's for sure.
All right, so series, Sixers are plus 220 on the series, minus 278 for the Knicks. Tonight's game 7.5. I'm looking at the BetParks app. So 7.5. That number initially went up and then went back down. I forget what I think it opened at 5.5 or 6.5 and quickly went up 2 points.
It's wild. Yeah, I'm not going to bet against this team by no means. It does come down to Maxey. They're going to attack Brunson. I think Maxey is going to have the success. I would look at his player prop more than anything in the game. I just think Maxey's going to deliver, especially at the Garden, as he did 2 years ago. But this is a really good Knicks team, and they were downplayed. Remember, come on, man, the Cup winners out there in December. You know, do you respect the Cup? The Knicks won the Cup.
Can you imagine if they won the Cup and the title? Oh my God! Now, which is more special, Ray? The title or the Cup?
Do you respect the Cup, Ray?
It is May 4th. I'm talking about Sixers basketball. We just brought up the NBA Cup.
That's right.
That's Sean.
I'm going to throw up back here.
Hey, ultimately, this Knicks team has been playing a little bit under their best potential, but you saw that in the Atlanta series. They made the adjustments. That's what it takes in a 7-game series, and they blew the doors off them.
They did.
They're a good team.
Sixers tonight on the Fanatic, 8 o'clock. Flyers tonight at Carolina, 7 o'clock on WMMR, our sister station, because they did it to us again with the same night. However, at least it's an hour before, so we can focus on the Flyers for an hour, and then you're going to have both rolling. I'll be on after the Flyers game with Bill Colorillo again.
Nice.
Or maybe after the Flyers game, because they start first.
Yeah, we'll be live as well, following socials with Positive Sean and Sam, who is very lenient towards the Knicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got the Knicks in the finals. And I bet, like, before the playoffs started, I looked at the path, and I said the Knicks can beat the Celtics. All right, the Sixers team is a different wrinkle. There's just something different about this team. And with going up against the matchup with the Knicks. Knicks have some firepower. They, the matchups.
They're a good club.
They're a good club. But, man, that venom is there. Like, it's real. This hate is real.
If Embiid can channel all of that towards not getting crazy because it's Karl Anthony Town and it's the Garden, and this is a huge series for the NBA.
Oh,
this is a big series.
Remember, they came down here, and what did they do? Those fans, they were chanting F Embiid. So they're going to be doing that nice and loud. Embiid's going to be waving them on.
Yeah, it sucked. It did. It sucked. It really, really did. And I defended the fans because if you don't really believe your team can win a series, which I don't think anybody did, like they just secondary market tickets are expensive. Like the New York fans gobbled them up.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot be like that this time. There has to be resistance, and not just resistance.
It's May the 4th. Nice work by you.
All right, coming up. Well, so listen, we're actually getting a report here from Dutz Rossini.
I don't buy it.
Yep. There seems to be significant progress made on Sean Bray saying he'll paint himself blue.
Oh, come on.
People close to the situation saying that John Marks may also be involved. I'm an absolute dummy.
I do remember that. I do remember you saying something, and I was like, yeah, I'll join you. They were never going to win that series, and now I got a rat tail. I'm going to be painting myself blue, and I'm down $50K.
Andy Lambertville also has something to say about that coming up. Don't go anywhere. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
On Monday.
76ers are contenders for the East. It's as simple as that.
But someone listened to that right now, they'd be like, yeah, Sean was right. The problem is you said it when?
January 22nd.
We've taken a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, that was a lifetime ago. Paul George, Maxey injury, Embiid injury, Embiid back, Embiid another injury, appendicitis.
Appendicitis?
Appendicitis.
No. What was the procedure he got done?
Appendectomy. There you go.
Got it.
I got it. Yeah, that was a tough one. Trust me, it was 3 straight days.
Doesn't roll off your tongue.
No, it was tough down there. But yeah, we've been through a lot this year, and that's the story of this franchise, the story of this team.
But you know, we played that cut and to like kind of have fun with it. But something you also said, and I can't tell you how many times you said it, where I just rolled my eyes like, "Would you shut up about Paul George?"
Yeah,
coming back from suspension, like, shut up, I don't want to hear it. Paul George is cooked. This team's not going anywhere. Bringing him back, and you know what? Thank God you have Paul George because he's a legitimate option.
He is.
As far as having Embiid and Maxey and Edgecombe night to night, if he shoots the ball well, you could get more offensively than not. But George has kind of been this steady defensive. He did great against Jaylen Brown. He played him a little bit less. I think he guarded him a little bit less in Game 7. But he's been shooting the three well. He's been coming up as a point forward. It really ends up being a really, really good addition.
His presence, when you see him out on the floor, it's like a calming feeling. I don't have expectations through the roof. He finished with 13 points in Game 7. Right. But he's bringing so much more to the team. And it's like, all right. Look, Daryl Morey's vision is coming through. Like, this is what when he drew up this roster, this is what his vision was. Now, again, we talked about this earlier, and I'm not here to poo-poo anything. I want to have a blast. Let's have fun. Let's just dream big. But it's not about winning one round, correct? It can't be. This is about getting a championship. Now, I'm even willing to bump it back and saying just break through the second round, get to that ECF. But in the grand scheme of things, man, got to find a way to get a parade.
The East is wide open. You just beat the best team in the East, a lot of people thought. And Detroit, maybe there's too many people not giving them a chance to win, and then they get blown out in the finals.
Maybe.
But still, Detroit, it wasn't a fluke that they won as many games as they did during the regular season. Doesn't mean you can't beat them.
No, you're right about that.
Everybody that's out there in the East can be beaten by the Sixers. No problem. They may not be favorites in the series, but they can beat them. Now, there's a Paul George. Otherwise, it's Justin Edwards that you have out there, right?
Mm.
And,
you need to take back that credit for more.
Man, I mean, as it is, I feel like they're at least one bench player. And I know your rotations shorten up in the playoffs, but still, wouldn't it be nice to have a shooter out there that can nail some threes?
Like
Just
a backup
saying?
point guard that could bring the ball up, knock down a three.
Just saying.
Yeah, fine. Just saying. I will get over it.
All right, so let's go to Andy in Lambertville. Andy in Lambertville, hello, buddy.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, John?
Hey, Andy. So, people that don't know, Andy in Lambertville, he's kind of like a capo on the YouTube chat.
Nice,
right? He's not just a soldier. He's not. You're a big time YouTube chat guy, Andy.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But in speaking of YouTube, and I'm just real quick. I know, John, you did the parlay all 3 Philly teams on Saturday night.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Didn't work out, but I'm doing that one tonight. That's called the old Marpar. Speaking of YouTube chat.
Marpar, but I also I also had the Sixers +8, and I put $10 on the money line as well. So I sprinkled some other winners in there too. Andy.
Oh, there you go. Right. There you go. Well, the reason for my call today is because Blue Man Brace is a Welcher, and we got YouTube chat. Mr. JM found the time clip, and Nate's in on it. So we're going to have to play the clip for Mr. Brace.
You want to hear it?
Oh, I want to hear it.
You know what, Brace, man, don't be a Welcher. Let's go Sixers. Let's go Flyers.
If I said it, I will be blue. I got to hear this. I'm not buying it.
Let's do it.
However, if the Flyers make the ECF, I will do a show right here for 4 hours. Orange. Yeah.
If the Sixers win the series, obviously you'll go all blue.
If the Sixers come back to beat the Boston Celtics,
God, I'll do it blue.
I will paint myself blue.
How about that? I'll do it blue too.
All right, we'll do the Blue Man Group. That's it. You did that. That's on you, man. Draw me in.
I sure did.
Damn it.
I'm an absolute dumb. But the spirit of the original bet. So, Ray, the original bet was if they win Game 1, he's going to paint himself blue.
Correct.
Now they won Game 2. But even after they won Game 2, it's like, okay, they won one game. They're not going to get swept. It didn't really mean anything. It's like you got lucky they didn't. It should have been if they win one of the first 2 games, you'd paint yourself blue. But you lucked out.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody was saying they were going to win Game 1, they matched up well. Sixers have made a lot of people silly. I'm at the top of the list right now. I have a rat tail. I'm painting myself blue now at a future date, and I'm down 50K.
Game
All right?
3.
Are we going to do what?
This is what I love about this show, because I don't think you get any other show anywhere in which the host that said they were contenders in the East in January is the one that's currently being punked by the team.
It is, and I'm not a Welcher, honestly. That was at the end of the show. I don't even remember saying
You
that.
nearly got out of there, too,
I swear I
without
don't
it.
remember saying the rat tail either. I swear I don't remember saying either one. However, I will pay my bets off. Trust me. Rat tail, blue, 50K was a little joke, but still.
Right.
It stings a little bit.
Yeah.
It was actually 75. You were trying to be modest about what's in the bank account.
Yeah, no. It's ridiculous. They came back and won. Nobody had them. They 3-1.
They came back and won, man.
Unbelievable.
What a, unbelievable.
Let's keep it going. If they beat the Knicks.
All right, what about tonight? What do you think tonight?
I'm not betting against this team. No way.
Well,
no way.
I mean, they're going to lose some games. Even if they win the series, they're going to lose some games, and you wonder if it's game 1. Are they just so exhausted after Saturday?
Could be.
Man, Joel was he was pretty much he had to be dragged off the floor because he was, like
Ray straight.
Ray, he was Ray Texas. He's like, yeah, it's like you're watching Operation with Joel, the board game.
It was. I got 6 different trainers. One's got the arm, other's got the leg, one's looking over the abdomen.
It's definitely it had to take a toll on those guys, right?
That was and that was not an easy 7 games. That was
quick turnaround.
Yep. Real quick turnaround.
Again, I just think when you get in that garden, the juices are going to be rolling.
Or is it more likely they still have running off adrenaline and they look better game 1?
Or is Joel Embiid not playing? Like he's listed as game time decision right now.
Oh,
so these are the questions we have to ask. We don't know the answers.
Hold on a second. Joel Embiid could possibly be injured and not playing one of these games. Ray said it before we went on the air. Said like over under a game and a half, Joel Embiid doesn't play in the series.
Oh, I had it in New York, just for 1 and 2.
Well, but yes, but your point is that like, are we remembering that Joel Embiid doesn't have to play in every game of the series? Like he may not be able to do it.
They didn't get 3 games from him in a series. They beat the Celtics, which is still the most insane thing. And everyone that wants to throw the Tatum was hurt game 7 thing at me. They had 3 chances without a beat.
What are the injuries? Was it just the hip or is it the hip and the knee?
Hip and the knee. I don't know how your body responds to all this physical activity after an appendectomy.
He literally could have the flu tomorrow based on his health.
He had the oblique for a long time.
But right now, what are the elements that might prevent it? Because the only thing I don't know. If the knee's really bad, then he can't play. Maybe they decide like, hey, we're going to hold him out of this game to try to get him healthier by Wednesday. I don't know where his physical health is right now.
No, me neither. That was kind of like Saturday night. Thrilled. Won the game. That was awesome. Enjoyed Saturday night. Woke up Sunday, started thinking about game like this round 2, and immediately my mind went to, well, yeah, the chance he plays both games in New York.
I think he's playing both.
I think so too. You saw the difference. I mean, for him to come back the way he did 17 days after that surgery, yeah.
Unless
sneezing and sneezing and sneezing.
You could literally you could be sick.
Paul George was sneezing and sneezing and sneezing.
He was.
Which one of my favorite cliches about playoff time illness is, well, if this was a regular season game, this guy probably wouldn't be out there. It's like, no kidding. It was game 37 against the Wizards. I would take a sick day, too.
Tatum couldn't make it. Game 7.
Lou from West Philly, man. If you're listening out there, I want to hear from you today. Called me on Saturday. It was like, yeah, I'm hearing from someone I know that is in NBA circles that Tatum's not playing. That Lou from West Philly had it first.
There were people in Boston after Game 6 that said, you know what? I don't know if Tatum's going to be able to go Game 7. So they sniffed it up out there. They sensed that there was something going on. All right, coming up, News at Noon. And with the News at Noon is a new News at Noon song.
Ooh, can't wait to hear this.
Correct. So a new intro song to News at Noon.
Haven't heard it myself.
Nobody's heard it but me and Menark. That's coming up next. In the News at Noon, I'm sure we'll have some good stuff. That's all coming up. And then, again, we have 2 games tonight. The Sixers, quick turnaround. They play tonight. That's coming up. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Johnny just said it. Playoff doubleheader tonight. This update's brought to you by Morgenstern Medical. This month at Morgenstern Air Restoration, they're cleaning a free Almated treatment with your procedure. That's $1,000 value free. Call 610-831-AIR. Visit MorgensternAir.com. The 76ers had their first ever 3-1 series comeback over the weekend, winning Game 7 in Boston over the Celtics, 109-100. Embiid with 34 points in the win. Maxey had 30. Some big plays by Paul George, VJ Edgecombe. They made it happen on the road in a Game 7. Here's Edgecombe after the game.
Obviously, it's great to go down in history, but the ultimate goal, people will remember a championship more than they remember a 3-1 comeback in the first round. So I say, man, we're focused on our next series.
And that next series is against the Knicks. It begins tonight in New York City, Madison Square Garden. The site, 8 o'clock tip-off for that one. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Flyers, Hurricanes, Game 2 tonight. You can listen that on WMMR. That's a 7 o'clock start. Flyers trailed the series 1-0 And the Phillies have their final of 4 games in Miami tonight. This update's also brought to you by Aleve. Whatever the forecast, aches and pains can cloud up a perfect day. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief, so you're ready for sunny skies ahead. Use as directed. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
And then the news at noon. So the news at noon theme, because a lot of times you'll hear for the first time and you'll say, what is the song?
Okay.
What is the parody to? Today it is Creed Higher.
Ooh.
Can you take me higher?
That's a legendary sound there.
To a place where blind men see.
Yeah, we're going back to 1999. That's senior year high school material right there, John.
So let's go there.
TRL dominating. Carson
Daly.
There you go.
Christina
Aguilera.
It was Christina and Brittany. Like, they were the battle. Eminem was very...
Yeah. And Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit versus Creed, Scott Stapp. Right? Stapp or Staff? What was his name? Anyways, I thought it was Stapp.
I think it is too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott. I think you're right. I mean, I was never a big Creed fan.
Scott Stapp. Stapp. There you go.
All right. There you go. All right, before we get to the $1,000, just real fast. Actually, you know what? No, let's wait because we don't have time. Let's give you a chance to win $1,000. Go.
It's time for Fanatic Parlay Cash.
All right, your chance to win $1,000. Contest keyword is match. MATCH, match. You have until 25 minutes after the hour to enter it on the Fanatic app or at 975thefanatic.com, or you can text it through the special contest short code 45911. That's 45911. One random entry wins $1,000 in this company-wide contest. Winners will get a call from Beasley, so be sure to answer your phone. Contest rolls 975thefanatic.com. Fanatic Parlay Cash is stood up by Iron Mountain Men's Health. 5 chances to win each weekday, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 3, and 5. Match. Hit it. Were you here when someone won on the show?
On our show?
Yep.
Get out of here.
The 10 a.m.
What?
I guess it was Thursday, right?
No
And
way.
I think we had a noon Friday, too. That we got
Did we really?
too late for that edition.
Wait a minute.
So we had 2 on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, so we had multiple winners last week.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. So when you say, like, I'm not going to enter that, maybe just enter it.
That's unbelievable.
Match to 45911. We had a winner Thursday, winner Friday.
To 45911. I'm begging you. Text it to that number.
Not to Davis on the text line.
Please.
It
I'm
pays to
begging
listen.
you.
How about that?
That sounds like a promo. It pays to listen.
It pays to listen.
All right. Are we ready? Time for the News at Noon.
Let's do it.
News at Noon with Ray Dunn. Stories that you don't need. News at Noon with Ray Dunn. It's better than listening to Creed. Ray goes there. Ray goes there. Ray goes there. Just don't be late for the break.
Nice.
I became Fox 29. I go there.
Yeah, that's that is also their catchphrase.
Nice work by you.
Oh, and they go there. All right.
Good stuff. All right, we're going to start.
Ray goes there.
More Michael Jordan talk because we can't get enough of it, apparently. We got plenty of the Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley back and forth. That's out of the way.
That's awesome.
I think Tarico's finally done releasing that hour-long conversation that he had 6
All
months
season,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah. Now we got Terry Francona. Went on the podcast with the New York Post with Sherman and Heyman and was talking about a number of things, including his time managing Michael Jordan in the minor leagues. He believes Michael Jordan, with just a little bit more time, could have been a major leaguer.
I found out the hard way. When you tell him no, he will find a way to make the answer be yes. If he just decided to stay in the game, he'd have found his way to the major leagues. I mean, this is a guy that hadn't played since high school, and I don't know how good he was really in high school. He stole 30 bases, he drove in 50, goes out to the fall league and starts to get better. He is the ultimate competitor. I mean, I saw this guy break ping pong paddles, tennis rackets, golf clubs. I mean, but I'll tell you what was really cool. He respected the game so much, and that made it so easy to be patient with him in baseball.
I left the last part in just so we all know that he respected the game of baseball.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Well, which is good. There was a guy that used to host that was just, he hated the fact that Jordan took a spot from somebody at Double-A Birmingham. He was just outraged by it back in '94. You like that little pun there? Bottom line is, it wouldn't shock me. Now, okay, you get to the pros, then what? Right?
Yeah, and then you're designated for assignment.
Yeah, all right. Like, that's what I mean.
And I mean, it is pretty remarkable. What year? So how old would he have been in 1994? He would have been 31. He batted .202. 3 home runs, 51 RBIs, 30 stolen bases. Just the fact he hadn't played since high school.
30 stolen bases. Like, that's...
For a 6'6" dude that's 31.
That's something.
Yeah. No, like I don't. I mean, if you like you said, if he would have made the majors, it would have been because his name's Michael Jordan, not because he's like, it's a great player.
Correct.
But yeah, not playing baseball for 15 years or whatever it is remarkable. Let me tell you something, Ray. Like, of all the different feats, right? Like people that make the NFL, that's crazy. Anybody that's a professional athlete's crazy. But even to make Double-A baseball, do you know how good of a baseball player you have to be to even be in Double-A? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The fact he was able to bat 200 in Double-A is actually kind of remarkable.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, look, it was a cool story at the time. Who knows if there was something really happening behind the scenes? Hey, we need you to step away. I know that's a tinfoil hat thought there. But look, I got a Birmingham Barons 45 jersey. I rock it during the summertime.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. It's a good jersey. It gets a lot of comments.
I bet.
The least surprising thing I've
No, yeah. Matter of fact, I've had to retire a couple of Jordan jerseys. They were a little funky. I pulled them out for when I went away to Florida, and I was like, ooh, man, there's a stain. I had a UNC Jordan jersey that for the last 6 years gone, and I got a USA number 9 Jordan basketball jersey.
All authentic or China?
Yeah, they're all authentic. Those were good purchases. They stuck with me, but a little roach. It's time for a new. I don't even know if I'll be wearing jerseys this summer. Let's just put it that way. But I couldn't wear those anymore.
Right.
Yeah, most remarkable thing about the whole thing is that he won 3 titles and was willing to take the bus trips to Double-A down in Birmingham. That's the most remarkable thing to me. He was like, yeah, you know what? The glamour of the NBA, I'm good. Let me go play for the Birmingham Barons. Like, it's not exactly a glamorous Double-A life.
It couldn't be any different of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Imagine being a Birmingham resident and all of a sudden Michael Jordan's playing for your team. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. All right, next up for you here. We'll keep it with basketball and the idea of the Detroit Pistons. Won their Game 7. J.B. Bickerstaff thrilled after the win. Tobias Harris, a 30 ball. And he's heard what you said about Tobias Harris, and he's not here for it.
Nobody can say to me about Tobias Harris, right? He is dependable, reliable, prepared for the moment. He's a leader. He's a great teammate. He's a great human being. He's a high-level competitor. Like to show up tonight and do what he did when it was on the line the most. I mean, it's exceptional. And I can come up with more adjectives if you want, but I think you get my drift.
Yeah, I wish he would have done it here, honestly, and he didn't. And he came small in so many big spots.
Multiple.
So if Tobias Harris wasn't a max player with those expectations, and we looked at him as a max player, but I don't feel like we were overly negative with Tobias Harris. He wasn't great. Like the one of the big reasons, and I don't even know if it would have mattered, but they overpaid him. Part of the reason that the Sixers didn't make it past the second round of the playoffs was Tobias Harris didn't end up being the player they needed him to be for that salary.
Tobias Harris over me?
Yeah, John, to your point, we talked about the 23-24 postseason matchup versus the Knicks. Tobias Harris, there was a lot of expectations on his shoulders. One game he played, every game in that series out of the 6, he played 30-plus minutes except for one. And in the final game, when they lost 118-115, he played 29 minutes. He took 2 shots, scored 0 points. 0. Like, talk to me about that, Tobias Harris. That's what I want to know. Oh, that's not good enough. What about game 4 when he scored 10 points in 34 minutes? When he shot the ball 10 times, 4 of 10. Like, dude, he didn't live it up, and they needed help. We needed somebody else to step up.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not revisiting anything Tobias Harris. Good for him. It's easy to do it in Detroit, but I'm not buying it either.
You're not revisiting it yet.
Yeah, that's why I hope they lose. Honestly, like the only reason I hope Detroit loses is because I don't know if I can deal with Tobias Harris coming back here and hitting threes and giving us the finger.
If he's their number 2 option, which he has to be right now to help Cade, bring it on. Bring it on.
Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
No, I agree.
But it's either Tobias Harris or James Harden, man.
Oh, give me Harden all day.
One of them is going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But like you said, let's beat the Knicks first.
Yeah, obviously. Let's take care of business there. All right. I'm going to switch gears entirely, go to football here, because we got an inside look at the Cowboys draft room.
This was awesome.
Where they're debating, do we call Howie? Should Howie call us? It was like a little bit of like, should I text it first? Is she going to text me? What do I need here?
They were waiting for the phone call.
They were waiting for the phone call. Yep. Finally, it's all right. Oh, Howie's on the line? Here is Stephen Jones leading negotiations for that 20th overall pick.
I tell him I'm calling her. Hello. Howie. Hey, this is Stephen. How you doing, man? Our 7th next year? We just we're good. No, we don't want to. We're already giving up picks for this year. We're out of picks. But anyway, we for sure do it for the 2 4s.
You good?
I'll throw you a next year 7.
Okay, we got a deal.
We got a deal.
They got it done. I'll throw you next year 7. I thought it was a lot more formal than that. Stephen Jones just decides to throw in a 7 next year.
Well, he's like, no, we're not giving up any more picks. And within 15 seconds, he folds to
Well,
give
he
up
said
another
this
pick.
year. He said this year. So it's more or less saying we don't have another pick to give you this year. He goes,
Yeah.
I'll throw in a next year's first round, 7th round pick.
For all those years of goodwill between the Eagles and the Cowboys. Yeah, you know, we're good buddies. Yeah, I'll throw you the 7th, just to be nice.
It was very cool to see that, like, from behind the scenes, and then just how calm it was with that clock ticking down. They call up the girl, Tess. Hello, this is Tess, because they did it for all these teams.
Yep.
Cleveland was featured in a lot. They were very active. Kansas City was. It was pretty cool. And, oh, by the way, they got, like, the Adam Schefter deal where they're going to him for reaction. I thought it was really well put together. If you get an opportunity to watch it, do it. But it was crazy because you got to, those war rooms, the clock is counting down, and those guys and girls were really calm. Just
Yeah,
like,
considering there's how much time left in the pick?
that's my point.
Like a minute?
It's like, all right, yeah, you know what? We're going to call him. Okay, cool.
Well, no, it is a good idea that everybody's wired. There's video on everybody for the team, but they also have, what was her name? Tess?
She's like the league.
Yeah, no, she's the operator. She answers the phone. She's like, all right, so what is it? Like, did you think there was a more complicated process than just calling Tess?
I thought there was like a little computer involved one way or the other. I thought like,
Electronic?
Okay, yeah, some way, somehow. But no, they're literally calling Tess, and Tess goes, hi, this is Tess. Okay, you're going to do a 2nd round pick. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And that was it.
Well, it's like calling the pizza shop or ordering online.
Correct.
I prefer to call because it's more user-friendly, because a lot of times when you order online, you can't get the specifications that you want easily.
That's true.
And you feel like you're going to screw it up. If you talk to the person, at least you know. So maybe it's better they can talk to Tess rather than
Who
just
the hell
do an
is
online
Tess?
order.
Where did Tess come from?
Yeah,
She's
she
a star.
She have an Instagram profile? Who is she? That's what I want to know. But it was interesting to hear they just go like, yeah. And she's like, hang on. And she was like writing it down. She's like, hang on a second, because Stephen Jones was talking too fast when he was talking to Tess.
So good.
Very cool. Yeah, so the news at Noom Open's not getting a lot of love. Is that correct?
Oh, no.
Surprisingly more love than I expected, because you know what type of crowd the YouTube chat is.
No, listening to it, I wish I want to do it again because I feel like I need more energy and needs to be a little bit faster. Also, the end's not the end. It's Ray goes there, make no mistake. Ray goes there, just don't be late for the break.
Yeah.
It rhymes, but I don't know if maybe I messed up the mistake because he just said 3 times Ray goes there. So it was confusing to me.
All right.
I don't know.
We'll
But people
revisit.
like it? There's a YouTube poll?
Saying that people like it is always, this is a small sample size. We have Is the New News at Noon intro good up on the YouTube chat right now. 45% of the voters early on saying yes. 40% of the voters saying no. You're saying it doesn't equal 100. There is a third option that Tutsy put there on that poll, and it is no, and John has to stop singing. That is currently polling at 15%.
That's not going to happen.
No, that can't happen either. I love it.
That's what you need.
I have found Tess, too.
And by the way, Dutz, you and Nate and anybody else, you want to do your own parodies, please. We could use lots of submissions. Who's
Damn
Tess?
right. Tess. I found her.
Seriously?
On the phone, yeah. I got her, Tess Morales. She is the senior manager, labor operations at the National Football League. I'm 99% sure that that's her.
What did you do? Google Tess NFL?
Yeah, LinkedIn popped up. Boom. There it is. I'm in her LinkedIn right now.
She's going to have 50,000.
I'm connecting.
Send her a message.
Yeah.
You want to come on to the show?
You want to talk to us about how it works? Yes.
All right, so hold on a second. Other than her name's Tess, why would you think it's her? Was there another story that said her name?
No, I looked at her. Because of the video we saw it. They have an image of her.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the.
the
I didn't see
video.
the. I don't remember.
It was really well done the way they were connecting it. I don't know. I just sent her a message. We'll see. Well, maybe we can connect with Tess. Operator.
Did you really send her a message?
Yes.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, we're doing a radio show.
It's producing.
Yeah. We're doing a radio show.
I'm just saying.
We're not going to, trust me.
What was the message?
I highly doubt that there will be we got to connect first. And then,
then once you connect.
Did you personalize the invitation?
I did, yes.
You only get 3 of those per month.
That's
if you're
it.
not premium. Come on.
I am not a premium, that's for sure. But yeah, I highly doubt that we will be talking about Tess tomorrow or the following few days. So it's now or never to make your middays.
What was your message? Hey, I think you're kind of cute.
No.
Here's my number.
No.
On LinkedIn, Johnny.
Well, I just want to know what he said. I know it wasn't that.
Message, invitation sent to Tess. This is Sean Brace from the Fanatic connecting. That's all I wrote.
Okay. All right.
That's it. Kept it plain and simple.
Okay.
We'll see.
Actually, now we have even less of a chance.
Now, I don't know. Hopefully it is her.
I think it looks like it should be.
Yeah, it is.
All right. 76ers win. Flyers lose, which we'll talk about here coming up on the show because they're back at it tonight. But we have same voice memo. So you can call us 610-632-0975. You can text us on the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Same number. You send the text message on the Davis Honda text line, but it's a voice memo, and it sounds like this.
Sam Ostra here with the score in Center City. It's a great Monday because the Sixers are moving on, and I'm sure Positive Bernard already took his voice memo victory lap. And I'm not going to bring negative energy to the show. I will not do that. So I won't mention that this was really a good series because they increased the trade value of Paul George and Joel Embiid, but I'm not going to do that. That's what I would say if I was bringing negative energy, but I'm not. We're not going to talk about the offseason. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks. And this is really going to be a war of attrition between these two teams. The schedule is brutal. Games every other day is not ideal for the Sixers coming off the injuries and the age that they have and off of a Game 7. But they're just as talented, and they match up really well. Two things to watch for you real quick. Mitchell Robinson, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. You have to limit his impact on the board. Sixers have struggled with defensive rebounding all year. And Kelly Oubre is a huge, huge X factor in this series.
Yeah, it's great. Really good points. Yeah, like the energy. The Knicks are an energy team. A guy like him is an energy player. And really, the Sixers got back in the series based on their energy and their defense. So you're gonna have to realize you're not playing the Celtics team. Celtics were slow. Like you think about them, like there wasn't. I mean, the Sixers really they got physical and they just said, hey, like we can beat you. We feel like we can beat you. The Knicks are one of those high. Josh Hart's a real pain in the ass. I hate him. I mean, this is a different dynamic of a team with the Knicks.
Much different dynamic. And you just think about what they've been able to do all season long. They got to believe that they're putting it together. And, again, I think everybody's approach has changed this way. Like, get us to the postseason, and we'll take it from there. It's a whole separate season, and that's definitely what the Knicks have been planning, right? So here they are, and with the golden opportunity to get to a conference final like they did, and we'll see if they're able to do it. But it's gonna be a tough matchup against the Sixers because Sixers are gonna have that fight. And if Tyrese Maxey continues to be that guy that's aggressive, if VJ, maybe he can shut somebody down on the defensive side. Like I like that approach for Nurse, but we'll see. And you know how it is in a playoff series, adjustments. All right, game one plays out. Well, you know something else is gonna change in game two. So we'll see how that one works, but game one tonight, all hands on deck.
Yep, Tyrese Maxey, game 7. Tyrese Maxey, the closer, 30 points. Embiid, 34. Paul George gave you 13. He shot 50% from the field. 3 for 5 from three-point. So really not taking a ton of shots, letting the other guys doing the heavy lifting because Edgecombe was good. Maxey, 11 of 18. Edgecombe, 8 of 17. Took 11 three-pointers, Edgecombe. 5 of 11. Dude.
Yeah.
You shoot 5 of 11 every game.
Oh, God, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Look, the games that they didn't win, obviously, the expectation is the need is that VJ Edgecombe has to produce. Fair or unfair for a rookie, it's just the reality of where we're at. And I think VJ, he's shown us that he can make the most of it. He's got the mental side, but it's tough. Like, it's going to be even tougher going up there against MSG and that crowd. It's going to be raucous, man.
So, Joel Embiid, and think about this, and I would have to go back and look at the box scores from some of those games where they overdo it with Embiid, and he's turning the ball over. Embiid had 1 turnover.
Wow.
1 turnover. Combined, the starting 5 had, 9 turnovers. That's it. They had 9 turnovers for the game. So you don't have to shoot the highest percentage when you're not turning the ball over. And they did a really good job of taking care of the basketball. Knicks are going to be a tougher defense.
Oh, yeah, definitely that.
They're going to be trying to go in after the ball. So, man, I can't wait.
And also the other thing, too, again, Embiid is going to work himself out on the defensive side, meaning he has to go ahead and meet Karl-Anthony Towns out there where they're doing the pick and roll. That's going to be tough. If you're not out with matching up against Cat and the three-point line, he can hit those as well. I'm not trying to make out Karl-Anthony Towns to Wilt Chamberlain. But he sure as hell ain't Vucevic or whatever else the Boston Celtics were throwing out there.
No. All right, voice memo, what do we got?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Just want to talk a little bit about the Sixers night. Tyrese Maxey after the game, he was saying that, like Sixers fans shouldn't take Joel Embiid for granted. And I completely agree with that, man. This man puts his body on the line. He comes back early from injury. And at the end of the day, man, he wants to win for Philly. Like, he wants to win for us. And I respect the hell out of him, man. Injuries happen and you can't control it. But he comes back every time and he's putting his body on the line, man.
Yeah, the injury, people that get mad at Joel for the injuries and stuff, like there's a difference between being frustrated and angry at the player. You have no reason, and I know earlier in the career he didn't take his health seriously or whatever. That's a long time ago.
Yep.
All right, Joel Embiid, he has played through I don't know how many different things. To more or less put on I don't know, like Spanx, whatever he had to wear to make sure that his guts didn't fall out or whatever he did.
Oh, officially NBA sponsor, too.
Yeah.
Nice work by you.
I mean, like
he's fighting, man. He's fighting.
He wants to win. He wants to win. And you know what? I don't know the first time, but it like the mental part of it in that series was there for Joel. He didn't try to do too much. He trusted his teammates. Maybe he's got teammates he can trust now, as opposed to before what you had, right?
You can definitely trust Tyrese, and VJ's proven his worth, too.
Damn, dude.
Paul's got to be there to a point for him, sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Paul George. It's not Justin Edwards that's going out there. It's Paul freaking George.
Yep.
All right, coming up, 610-632-0975. Get to some phone calls. Get to some voice memos. How much trouble are the Flyers in?
Ooh.
Are we worried about this series?
Yes.
We'll revisit the dominant game one coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Playoff doubleheader tonight. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. It's brought to you by Comer & Cross. Comer & Cross Garage Floors done in just one day. Get 50% off installation right now. Call 1-800-DO-FLOOR. Visit comercross.com. Sixers made their first ever 3-1 series comeback. They finished the comeback with a Game 7 win in Boston over the Celtics, 109-100 on Saturday night. Joel Embiid, 34 points. Tyrese Maxey with 30 points. Big plays down the stretch from both Paul George and VJ Edgecombe. Here's Edgecombe after the game.
Obviously, it's great to go down in history, but the ultimate goal, people will remember a championship more than they remember a 3-1 comeback in the first round. So I said, man, we're focused on our next series.
Next series begins tonight, 8 o'clock, Sixers, Knicks. You can hear it right here on The Fanatic. Again, 8 o'clock tip-off for that one. Tonight at 7 on WMMR, you can catch the Flyers and the Hurricanes in Game 2 of their series. Hurricanes taking Game 1, Flyers looking to split on the road with a win tonight. Phillies won 2 of 3 over the weekend in Miami. They finish out that 4-game series tonight. This update is brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call a 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP. Visit MAD.org. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
Sean Brace is back. Middays with Marks. With Sean Brace. John Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn.
Hey.
Sean celebrated his birthday and then went down to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach for golf.
Myrtle Beach.
And didn't get great weather.
Yeah, the weather was overcast first 2 days. Yeah. Oh, we were out. That rain didn't slow down the nighttime festivity.
Did not?
No.
So I meant to do this on your birthday, but so my daughter, my Lena, my middle girl, one of her besties is her grandfather is has a longtime listener to the Fanatic. In fact, he used to come up and see us when we did shows at the Drake Tavern.
How about that?
So we're talking about 15 years ago, more than that. And his name's Dave Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle. He's the OG Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
He owns a and he gave this to give to you.
Oh, nice.
So he makes jerky.
Ooh.
You and Ray, I was off. You were talking about onions. You were talking about pickled onions.
Pickled onions.
So his company, so it's the Pure Bowl beef jerky.
Hey, now.
And you can follow them on social media. It's good stuff. They also make these pickled onions. They're called dead end onions.
Look at those. Those are big suckers, too.
So Dave gave me some product, and he said, make sure you give Sean these onions. I heard him talking about it on there.
Dave.
So there you go.
Nice work. Yeah, that's going to go well with whatever. I mean, it's pickled onions. It's great. You got to have them, especially in the summertime. Better to have them, in my opinion. You grill and stuff like that.
Of course, yeah. Gives them flavor.
Yeah, they go great. Tacos, all that. Love pickled onions. And easy to make, too, as well. But there's many different ways to do it.
I didn't know you were such a pickled onion aficionado.
Yeah, man. I dabble. I dabble. I got the garden ready to grow. Yep. And I did. We planted some seeds last weekend, so hopefully didn't take too much of a hit when I was gone.
Good. All right. So it was interesting. Saturday night. It's like it's a game 7 for the Sixers. It's game 1 for the Flyers. So really, like even with me doing Flyers post game, it's hard not to be paying very close attention to what's going on with the Sixers. Within the first, how many minutes of the game, Ray? 7 minutes of the game?
Yeah.
It was 2-0. So, I was watching. I hadn't even sat down yet because I was doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2-0. It became very clear early on that this was not going to be a very competitive game, and it wasn't at all. 3-0 final. They get the shutout. Game 2, I know Tocchet spoke after the game, and he had said that, they weren't mentally ready for this game, and they weren't. And you know what? For a young team that hadn't been there before, it's totally understandable. Not that it's okay, it's explainable. And Carolina, who has been in this spot many times, they just haven't gotten over the hump. But this is a team that is kind of, if you think about it in the Eagles terms, right? Everybody says explain it in Eagles terms. This is where you've been to the NFC Championship game a couple of years and you can't get over the hump to make it to the Super Bowl. Well, that's Carolina, right? Except that, maybe they've even gone further before. But anyway, the Flyers are here for the first time, and they're like wide-eyed, and they're like, oh, this is so great. Carolina looks at them, and they're like, all right, let's beat these guys so we can get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
It's definitely the approach, and you're right. And as far as favorites are out there, they're number one. Now, Colorado put up a crooked number last night, so that might have shifted the odds just a little, a little bit. But those are the two franchises that everybody thought they were on a collision course of Stanley Cup Finals. We'll see. There's some things that I liked. And you look at the box score here. Faceoffs won. The Flyers were able to top them in that category, which is really important. Now you got to get those faceoffs from a team perspective. Mertitas broke that one down last Saturday. I thought that was really well done by him. But also hits. And that's the big thing. Like, they didn't get pushed around. The Hurricanes were a better team. I'm not trying to say that. But 49-30, as far as hits are concerned, that was an aggressive Flyers team. And you just need the young guns to produce, and that's asking a lot. Like VJ Edgecombe, it's unfair to have these expectations for the young guys, but it's just a reality where we're at right now with playoffs. Dude, you're either going to do it or you're going home, and that's it.
Well, if you look at how they won, they had how many different players score a goal?
Oh, a lot.
Like 14 different players score 16 goals.
The one game, they had 4 guys get their first career playoff goal.
So they really haven't had Zegras after scoring that first goal that put him up. He hadn't done a whole lot. So you could really use right now your best player to be stepping up and to be the guy that say, like, hey, he could score 2 goals tonight. It doesn't feel like they have that guy. No. And, let's face it, Porter Martone's 19 years old. He was contributing in the first round against the Pens. And it's like, all right, he's 19. You can't count on that happening the entire playoff. He's not ready to do that. So we'll see how they bounce back tonight. And I think also the speed of the game, they got a better feel for what they're dealing with. So we'll see what they do tonight. But I mean, Ray, is your takeaway after game one? Like, all right, uh-oh.
Yeah, basically all the fears you had were realized.
Yeah.
I mean, we said it a couple of times. 2 goals before you have 2 shots on goal is just tough. You don't love to see that. Where I was Saturday night, my friend's wife was way more interested in the Flyers game, and quickly she was like, wow, this Sixers game 7 feels like something I should turn my attention to.
This is more fun than what we're watching. Yeah, I had the same.
It's a Twilight Zone. It really is. Like, we have I'll talk about me here. My mental approach was like, all right, at the end of the season, regular season, like, have we given the Flyers enough attention? Like, maybe we should have pulled away from the Sixers' attention and really dedicated to the Flyers because they're the bigger story. They're the one that has a better chance at doing something big this year. All right, now fast forward.
Quickly it switches.
Okay, sorry, the Flyers are looking like they're going to struggle in this series. And, oh, by the way, the Sixers match up well against the Knicks. It's just crazy how it works, but when you're down 3-1 in the series from the Sixers
come back,
perspective,
man.
Nobody saw it.
No, I mean, and honestly, you look at the Flyers. I mean, I'm not trying to, say that they're dead already, but let's just say that it's a, they win a game, maybe they lose in 5 or whatever. The season is still going to be looked at in favorable terms.
Oh yeah,
right. They've already had a successful season. And even if they got swept, and I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but even if they did, you can look at this team and say, okay, we got something here.
Yeah.
Can't just stand pat and everything's going to be fine, but you got something here. This is a really good starting point. With the Sixers, even though they haven't had success, the starting point's not just winning one round. Beating the Celtics is a nice story. If they lose to the Knicks, guys may save their jobs, and maybe there's not going to be trades and Morey gets fired. But still, I can't look at it and be like, yep, successful season.
No,
it's like, hey, you got to build on this. This bought you another year. So it is nice going into the series without expectations of anything because there really aren't expectations. I mean, at this point, I would say the expectations are they're probably going to lose. It seems like maybe not that competitive of a series.
Well,
now we'll see what they do tonight.
Yeah. Because you know how it works. You got to own home ice. They got 2 games at home, so their job is to win both of those games. If they don't, and oh, by the way, the Flyers bringing it back to Xfinity Mobile Arena. That barn is going to be on fire. It's going to be electric. Whether they're down 0-2 or it's 1-1, still doesn't matter. It's going to be tough for the Carolina Hurricanes to come in and get a victory. But we'll see tonight. Like, I'm not ready to pour dirt on them just yet.
Not yet.
No, I think that they can go down there and win a game.
Carolina minus 265 on the money line. Flyers plus 210.
Yeah, got to play with some jam, some jam.
Let's play.
I'm not putting up with that.
Thank you.
Let's play with some jam. Let's go for the series. Carolina's minus 670 to win the series.
Yeah.
If you think the Flyers can come back,
here we go.
Plus 450.
The Carolina Hurricanes are favored to win the Stanley Cup at minus 145.
And they look like it.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Is there a second shoebox
No.
that we can pull out of?
The shoebox is empty right now, man.
Does anyone want to loan us a shoebox?
I think I got to retire that shoebox. I can't believe it happened. Unbelievable.
I think we have to take someone else's shoebox. We just should start shoeboxing the opponent every time.
I'm currently Googling ways on how to paint ourselves blue. What the hell happened?
Yep, on Friday we're gonna be painted blue based on us saying it, not really remembering it.
That's also important. I don't know if we specifically said that last hour.
What?
That it's going to happen on Friday, because immediately the YouTube chat turned to great on admitting your mistake here. When's it happening?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Friday. Friday makes sense because it's a home game Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives us a couple days to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Now I'm trying to figure because you got to buy special blue paint, and I would rather us be able to get sprayed instead of sponging it on. But I don't know how that's going to happen.
Yeah, and where would we do it? Yeah, there's a lot of things we need to work out.
We're going to do it out in the parking lot, that's for sure. And people are going to be really weird and wondering what the hell is going on with us doing this.
Nobody shows up to this building on Friday anyways.
That's true.
Sorry.
All right, coming up, we have is it a lunatic voice memo from a Flyers fan? Yes?
I don't even know where it came from.
All right, so we have that. We have other memos. We have your phone calls as well. Black Gritty, Rodney, we'll get to you on the other side. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about my hair for a second. This I don't even know if I can release this, but there's talk of a TV commercial for Morgenstern Medical, for Morgenstern Hair. How about that?
Whoa!
And it wouldn't be my first. I started. Sean Brace was on the Super Bowl commercial.
That's right.
But my hair was featured on a TV commercial before. because it looks amazing. It really does. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow at Razor Bar and Wayne, and it's always like when you leave and you're like, damn, the hair looks good. It's tight. Look at the hairline. That's Morgenstern hair. I mean, it's always about, when you talk about your hair, it's about like you have an eye for what it's supposed to look like. And whether you're talking about a hair transplant like I had or the many non-invasive options, they actually work. I mean, you can, maybe your goal is, hey, I don't want to lose any more hair. I'm okay with where my hairline is right now. I don't want to lose any more hair. It's perfect. It isn't always surgery. Hair restoration isn't always surgery. There's non-invasive options that work really, really well. And that's the team I trust with my hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration, a part of Morgenstern Medical. They've been changing lives and hairlines for over 30 years. Same hair team that did my hair. So, 3 locations now in Pennsylvania: Ballard, Kenwood, Wayne, and Lancaster. It's morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E, morgensternhair.com. Before and after pictures, all the information you need. You can also call them. 610-831-HAIR, 610-831-HAIR, morgensternhair.com.
Guts.
Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. John Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn, Negative Nate in the back. Brandon Dutz, YouTube producing. Let's get to some phone calls here. First of all, I mean, how much confidence, Sean, do you have in this series? I very much think it's a coin flip. I'm not going super duper confident, but I also don't. I'm not cowering to the Knicks.
No, I'm not cowering either. It's a tough series. They played 4 times this year. It's kind of a little,
convoluted.
Yeah, the road team won every time, so 2-2. I remember the December game, right? I believe it was December. That I went out and I watched that game, and I was impressed. I was really impressed with the Sixers' performance on the road at MSG. You can't make too much about a game in December, but here we are now. There's reason to believe that the Knicks are the better team, but at the end of the day, the Sixers have playmakers, and they could score. And I'm just curious as far as what's going to happen with Brunson. If you can stop him, you slow him down any which way. I don't care how they do it. That's the key to victory for the Sixers. Now, defensively, you got to go after him. That's why I think Maxi's going to have a good game. So he's going to have to really put up with that. Could you put VJ on him? Is it something simple as that? Maybe.
God, he's so annoying. Brunson's he's good. He's really annoying.
Oh, and speak of flopper, that's his game too.
He's not beating you on athleticism and doing all that jazz. He knows how to draw fouls. He's crafty. He could shoot the hell out of the ball. Josh Hart's really annoying. Go figure.
Man,
really annoying. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting series. Let's go to Black Gritty from BlackGritty.com. Black Gritty, hello.
Hello, gentlemen. So the Flyers got me kind of upset because they just sprung the schedule up on them. They kind of got shell shocked. Yep. I mean, we've got to do better in first period. We haven't scored at any first period. So, go out there and show me fight, show me grit. That's all I really care about right now. Last week I was hyped every day because I knew we had a chance to win. This is all right, you're young. Porter, get back in there, get a goal. Just certain things. I went to the time. They told my captain wasn't out there. I don't know what's up with his health. So at this point, I'm just just show me fight. And I feel like this game will be better than last week. Because last week, I said, you wake up in the morning, you don't even know what your schedule is.
Mm-hmm.
In the afternoon, they tell you tomorrow you got to go up there for a game. What are we doing? That's kind of weird. Hockey sucks with all that stuff. As far as the Sixers are concerned, the fact that I cried because we beat somebody in the first round because I ain't never seen it in my lifetime was kind of embarrassing for me. I'm going to put it out there like that. You know what I mean? But getting it done is a huge deal for the Sixers. But now they're in the same situation where, Joel's getting knocked around all over the place and falling like he does. Now I got to turn around within 48 hours and then go up to the Garden and deal with all that mess right back to back. So tonight, same thing. Put up a fight, but don't kill yourself and don't run yourself into the ground because it should be a long series. We're evenly matched. I can see it going either way. Obviously, I need us to hold court at home and get it done because these Knicks fans came down here last year, and that was embarrassing. So kick these dudes in the face and do what you got to do. Joel Embiid, I mean, you came back from appendectomy. Your hip, your knee, your back. I don't care what it is, brother. You need to get out there because Cat is soft. Cat plays the kind of game that Joel likes. Joel don't like going down the hall all the time. So if he gets to rest at the top of the key and handle Cat, because Cat's never gotten the best of him, and that's personal, and that's on business.
Yep.
So, I mean, everybody else got to go out there and do their job. VJ, you want to become a legend? You want to become a king? Go up there and show New York City who's really gritty, and let's get this George W. tonight by everybody. Because Philadelphia, we up right now. We doing all right. We ain't living a life like Bryce out here. Sean Bryce out here traveling the world, coast to coast to west of Key Largo. You know what I mean? That's why I $50. I told
He's got another vacation coming up.
That's what I'm saying. Big time. You know what I mean? You done slip that ultimate some real money. You know what I mean, baby? Share some with your boy. Go Sixers, go Flyers. I'll talk to y'all.
All right. Are you still living off the Ultimate when you sold the Ultimate?
No, definitely not. My bank account is strictly off of my wife. That's it at this point in time.
All right. So
it's a good call by Gritty, though.
Always.
Yeah.
So the game this was from. Why can't I find the date on this game?
Can I ask real quick about that NHL situation? What the hell happened there? That game was supposed to be Monday.
They needed a game for the Saturday night window.
And when did you find that out? That was Friday. You found that out?
Late into the hours Thursday night.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning. I got a text from Vito that said,
yeah,
we got both games Both games.
It's ridiculous how hockey was running that.
So ABC pays a lot of money for rights, and because of the way the other series went, they didn't have a Saturday night game.
Makes sense.
So that's why they had to do it. Otherwise, they're not going to just show a rerun of Roseanne or something. They need a hockey game to put on, so the Flyers end up getting screwed. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, definitely has an effect. They won't tell you that, but reality is it had to.
Remember the date, Ray? I'm old enough to remember when we thought that Carolina would be sluggish coming out game one because they didn't play for so long.
Rest man.
Yeah.
That was a great show sheet we put together. You missed that one, man. You missed that one.
I thought the game was on Monday because we were talking about the whole schedule. Like, oh man, Kentucky! What a Kentucky Derby that was, boys. Good grief! Did you watch that?
Yep.
From all the way back. What a race. And then we had that game. So I'm like, yeah, we got Kentucky Derby. We got Sixers. We'll be good. No, Flyers are added in the mix. So I'm just like, I didn't even know that was possible.
So the January 3rd game up in New York, Sixers and Knicks, Embiid was healthy for it. So Embiid scored 26. Maxey scored 36. Edgecombe scored 26. Paul George was still playing. He scored 15. Sixers win 130 to 119. I remember the game because it was like, wow, they're really hitting tonight. And the Knicks, I mean, they still got their points. Brunson had 31.
Oh, yeah. It was a good game. Really good game.
Cat had 23. But, yeah, like, that's what you hope with Embiid is that and I would have to go look at the head-to-heads, but there's those players with Embiid that, like, Embiid hates. Karl Anthony Towns is one of those guys. He thinks he's a punk. And sometimes with Embiid, he can get out of control with focusing on that, or he can dominate. And you hope that because Karl Anthony Towns is soft. Now, he can also shoot threes. So, he's going to take Joel Embiid out there, and he's going to shoot threes to try to move him out. But, I mean, Embiid's head has been exactly where you need it. He's come back from this, and he came back, and as much as anything, he's a great player. But even the game where he scored 18 points and he didn't shoot well, he had a great game.
Yeah.
His teammates are showing up, and he's letting them do it. He has faith in them. Let's go to Rodney. Rodney in Mount Airy. Rodney, go ahead, man. What up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What up, Rod?
Hey, before my Sixers take, did y'all saw yesterday inside the NBA the going fishing when the Celtics got eliminated?
Yeah, we did.
So good.
They had so what was it? Because it was not a good run for Boston sports. But on top of that, they had Rossini and Vrabel at the front of the Titanic doing the move.
Going to Cancun.
Diana got caught.
What's his producer? Underdog, I think that's his name. Underdog. Yeah, he's a legend.
Very
and
funny.
What was even funnier is the fact that they didn't want to touch it at all. Like Ernie was like, "Oh, so uncomfortable." And it's just like, wait a minute, come on, man, have some fun with it. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Underdog. Yeah, when it comes to the Sixers, right, it's going to be a tough match. You got to deal with, they got depth, man. Like, that's my only concern when it comes to the Sixers. Like, Nick Nurse don't like to play his bench when it comes to the playoffs. And, the Knicks, man, they play like four-day bench players, and they play in like 14 minutes or less. So I'm kind of concerned about that when it comes to the matchup. The starters don't really worry me as much until when it gets to crunch time. It's just like I'm concerned, are they going to be fatigued, this series? Because, this is as much as Boston was a headache, now we got to deal with another headache. It's like we got to deal with two heavyweight matchup teams back-to-back. So, that's my only concern as far as like this matchup, but I still got confidence on the Sixers. I'm ride-or-dying, and I still think we got a chance of winning this series.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, Rodney, appreciate it. Yeah, they can. The Knicks are a good team. The Sixers are a good team right now. They
absolutely.
really are.
Yep.
I'm looking at their rotation from what they did in the series against the Hawks.
They run deep.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have the rotations tighten up, but the game that they lost by a point, Jordan Clarkson got 11 minutes. Mitchell Robinson off the bench got 18. Landry Shamit's on like his 85th team in the NBA. He
Still
got
a threat
10
to
minutes.
hit threes.
He
too.
sure is.
Yep.
Alvarado was acquired at the trade deadline. He gives him minutes. And Miles McBride gave him 13 minutes. The Sixers don't have a deep rotation. I mean, who's the outside of
deep team?
Grimes gave him really good minutes in Game 6.
Yep.
He was still out there, and he was playing. His defense in Game 6 kind of shifted the energy of what they were doing out there. But outside of that, don't really have anything coming off the bench for the Sixers.
No, it's definitely a point that they're going to struggle, have to figure something out. But you're right. Dominic Barlow, Drummond, Grimes, and Edwards, you need a little bit more to help out.
All right, coming up 610-632-0975. We have Nick Nurse's early look at the Knicks and Joel Embiid. So Nick Nurse and also Joel Embiid, do not sell your tickets. Need to get some people out there that are season ticket holders. Ray's a season ticket holder. He's not selling his ticket. But that's coming up 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about your garage. When you pull in that garage, what are you looking at? Cracked concrete, stains. Oh, I hope not the old epoxy job, right? Well, check it out. Comer and Cross. That's right. ComerCross.com, COMER Cross.com, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Check them out. They can completely transform your garage floor, and it's only going to be in one day. That's it. The results are amazing. A true showroom finish, and right now they're offering 50% off installation. The best part is they make it easy. They will literally move your stuff out of your garage for you. Then they repair all the cracks and pits so it looks like new, and then you choose your custom Comer and Cross finish. And this is not paint or epoxy. It's built to last. No chipping, no cracking, no tire lift ever. And you're getting 50% off installation. But don't wait. You can have that showroom floor every single night. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. ComerCross.com. COMER Cross.com.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Pair of playoff games. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. We have the Sixers tonight against the Knicks to open up the second round of the NBA playoffs. The Sixers and Knicks at 8 o'clock tonight. Catch the game right here on the Fanatic. This is happening because the Sixers made the 3-1 comeback happen against the Celtics, winning Game 7 in Boston on Saturday, 109-100. Joel Embiid with 34, Tyrese Maxey with 30, including those last 8 points to help seal the deal.
Here's Maxey. Maxey drives on Cada, puts it up, spins it off the glass and in. Maxey, an incredible field goal. Sixers by 3.
Flyers. Sixers, Knicks, 8 o'clock tonight. The Flyers also playing tonight. I was so flyered up, I needed to let you know about the Flyers before we finish that Sixers point. Flyers, Hurricanes, Game 2 tonight. WMMR at 7 o'clock for that one. The Flyers trying to split on the road after dropping the first one on Saturday. Phillies 1-2-3 over the weekend, looking to finish their 4-game series with Miami with a win tonight. This update's also brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving, victims of drunk and drug driving. Your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP. Visit MAD.org. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
All right, back Middays Middays with Marks, 97.5, The Fanatic. Flyers tonight on MMR. That's 7 o'clock. All right? And then the Sixers and Knicks on The Fanatic.
Hello.
At 8 o'clock. All right? So that's because both teams are playing on the same night. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't focus on watching one of the teams. At least it's staggered a little bit. The hours staggered.
Oh, it's a great problem to have. Us in Minnesota. Who would have thought?
Yeah, what were the odds on that?
About that.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so we talked about the Flyers. Let's talk a little bit more about the 76ers. And let's not fast forward to Game 3, but let's fast forward to Game 3. I mean, I don't know where we're going to be. Ray, where are we going to be Game 3? What's the series look like?
Ooh, series
1-1.
1-1.
1-1. John?
Let's go. I'm in.
1-1.
Yeah.
All you need. But the Knicks fans came down a couple years ago in the playoffs. Not only did they come down, they came down. It sounded like a home game. It did. And the fact they were having success. And here's the other thing, is the Knicks team, that was the first year they were really good in a really, really long time. And that's a great basketball town. So now you have it's the year where they have the breakout year and they're really, really good. Now, they lost Indiana in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? That poor dude wearing a Halliburton jersey
yeah, remember him?
in the streets.
Yeah. He got hooked up, though.
He did. But
that's what Ray was talking about. Ray was just asking me, hey, man, if this is Game 5, up there, man on the street, MST. I'm like, no, dude, I don't.
Game 2. We need him up there Wednesday.
Ooh, you would send him up?
We need him up there. So we do the show Wednesday, and he leaves. And he goes up before the game. You don't necessarily need to get reaction after the game.
That's the key.
Before the game.
Yeah.
And you get all the videos and stuff, and then what happens. If the Sixers win, maybe you venture out after the game.
Oh, man.
But definitely before the game.
I'm saying if the Sixers win, actually probably less reason to venture out after the game. They'll kill me.
Yeah, they're
they
crazy.
might.
They're crazy.
All right, so before the game.
Why not 5? Like, you know how you kind of go with the big guns, like when it comes into like the latter portions of the series.
Game 2, the worst they could be down is 1 game to none.
Right. I'm okay talking smack to them down 3-1.
No, I know. But are you really going to want to go up there if the Sixers are down 3-1? I don't know. All I'm saying is that Game 2, why do you not want to go Game 2? Not enough time?
I mean, the turnaround and all this, also getting someone to go up there with me, I feel like we could be.
What day is Game 5?
Next Tuesday.
So it's Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, the 12th.
All right. We can plan on that. It is. There's not a lot of lead time.
We also could start to try and put things behind it.
Oh, I like that.
You know, go talk to some people. I feel like 48 hours, maybe around, be a little quick turnaround. So next Tuesday,
Ray on the street, Game 5.
I love that.
Is that what we're going to aim for?
Yeah.
We're aiming for.
Now Ray called in the other night on. He zoomed in the other night when we did the post game show. And somehow he was at Kensington and Allegheny walking home. I don't know what he was doing, but I think he was in Kensington walking home. Or maybe not K&A, but you were somewhere close.
Lord.
I mean, I was walking from Port Richmond back.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think the real story of me walking back was the number of establishments serving booze that I didn't stop in to celebrate.
There you go.
I was very, very happy for that.
Yeah, it was a great show. I saw Ricky Bo joining. That was a tester because that overtime did not favor the Flyers. And that's what you're talking about.
No.
Oh, no?
Saturday
night.
Oh, Saturday night.
No, but that's all right. You saw yeah. Ray called in then from Stateside Live.
Gotcha.
Very different state of mind.
Yeah, gotcha.
Saturday as compared to that Wednesday night.
Yeah, for sure.
Fired up, though. Fired up still.
All right, so let's hear. So Joel Embiid right after the game, and I love this because you definitely want to set the tone. We had actually talked about it, and we didn't want to, you had to win Game 7, but we talked about it, and it said you cannot sell your tickets. Joel Embiid, the ink's not even dry on the box score yet. Here's Joel Embiid.
I just have a message for our fans. Last time we played the Knicks, it felt like this was Madison Square Garden East. So we're gonna need the support. Don't sell your tickets. This is bigger than you. We need you guys. The atmosphere that we've had the last couple of games in Philly, especially the last one, pushing it to Game 7. We need all of it. I don't care if it's 70-30. It's Knicks fans. They travel. They're going to buy the tickets, and there's going to be, some people that need the money and that, probably going to sell tickets. But
sell them the Sixers fans.
Don't do it. We need you guys. We got a pretty good chance. We're going to need that support. We're going to need them to be extremely loud. if you need money, I got you.
Well, see, here's the thing, and I get it. Maybe you have tickets because you're trying to make money, and you say, you know what, I'm not going to the games. I got to make my money. Right now, what do you think the cheapest ticket is on Game Time, Ray?
For Game 3.
So this is Game 3.
Yep.
Yes, Game 3, Friday at 7 p.m.
That's a great ticket to have.
$250.
So right after the game, I went on Game Time, and this is Saturday night, and I looked, and it was less than $250, which I was surprised. Worst ticket in the place too, but it was, and almost immediately I clicked on it, and it's like, sorry, these tickets aren't available anymore. I went and clicked at the next cheapest one. These tickets aren't available anymore. It ended up going up to $300 by the time like I was done doing it. Right now, get-in price, row 205, or section 205, row 15, $309 each. Woo. And then from there, honestly, this isn't a big, considering that, you can get lower level for $586 right now a ticket. Now, you're 23 rows up and you're in the corner, but at least you're in the lower level. But still, $586. There's a lot of tickets that are out there. Again, here's what I'm going to say. If you're local and you're selling your tickets, do me a favor. Take them off Game Time or take them off and just to give a personal Facebook page. Same price that you were asking for. Just put it out there and say, hey, I have these tickets. Here's the price. If you know anybody looking for tickets, maybe even because you get hit with fees and things like that, knock it down to what you would make without the fees. And see if you can't sell it to a local Sixer fan that would pay you money for it.
Put some effort into it.
Yeah, man. Like, don't sell the Knicks fans. Because if there's, like, Sean, dude, there are thousands of tickets available right now in the secondary. It certainly looks that way. I mean, you look at it all over the place, high, low, in between. All right? I don't know what you do. I'm not telling you that you have to go to the game, but like, sell them to a Sixer fan. Don't sell them to Knicks fans.
I like your idea as far as the personal Facebook page approach. I think that's
spread
good.
the word.
Yeah.
Put it on social media and
yeah.
retweet it and say, hey, DM me for details.
There's plenty of groups out there online, too, Sixers groups. Like, you could post in there. So just you got to do some effort, right? I get it. You just don't normally throw it on StubHub, Game Time, whatever it is, and it does the work for you. You don't have to deal with it. But obviously, we have a situation on our hands. The Knicks fans are loud, and they travel really well. They deserve a lot of credit with that. It's not just a Philadelphia thing. Like I said, the Atlanta Hawks series, you heard it loud and clear. You go to L.A., the
Boston.
Clippers, like they're there, and they're the real deal fan base. I'll give them credit on that. But if we could do our part, we can definitely limit that here in Philly games 3 and 4.
All right, need help. I can connect you with Sixers fan.
However, though, Joel did say
I'd be willing to do that. I'll be the marketplace. I don't need you to go on these other apps. Come through me.
Well, can I ask, like, what exactly did Joel say at the end there? If you need money, hit me up, right?
Yeah, I've DM'd him like 6 times.
All right. Well, Joe.
Is Joe going to buy the tickets?
I need money, Joe.
And resell them?
Hurting, bro.
That has nothing to do with the tickets. I just DM'd him for money.
Oh,
yeah. Ray needs money. So do you. You bet $50,000 on the Sixers to lose.
$50,000 and spent a ton down there in Myrtle. No more vacations. No more. I'm good. That was the last one. I think we got one coming up in August, like a weekend deal down the shore.
I just said on Saturday that the thing I was most proud about was I didn't make any stupid bets with the Sixers. Because like ordinarily I would have a tattoo on my body. So I was so happy I didn't do that. And then I did make a stupid bet.
I had no idea we said paint ourselves blue, but here we go. We will be doing
on Friday, we will be painted blue.
And I'll have a rat tail.
And you will have the beginnings of a rat tail. Let's go to the phones. Chris from Pennsauken, New Jersey. Christopher.
What's up, boys?
What is
it's
up?
It's a glorious day.
It is.
It's sunny out. I'm listening to the best sports show ever. I'm just beaming with health. I look good. I feel good. And the Sixers, what I tell you, Johnny, utility knife from ear to ear. Didn't I tell you what's going to happen?
Yep, you did.
And exactly what happened.
You did.
And all those New York fans, you know what I own. I know I can't advertise on there. I already told all my employees at all 3 locations, anybody walks in with anything New York, not Knicks, Giants, anything, tell them to take their clothes and go down the street and do their laundry. I don't want your money.
Awesome. My God. Well, Chris, were you down Game 6? I'm trying to think.
Were we down there? It was rocking, rocking. And by the way, whatever those tickets, 576, they ain't my section. I'm in the lower level because I turned down $2,000.
Oof. I bet. Oof.
Yeah. It was a wash and fold dude bagged me as a bigger money man. I'm like, dude, I'd rather run down the street naked on fire in front of my family before I gave you a ticket. I respect you, but I don't like you right now. So your wash and fold is now on hold until after the series. No. You watch, Johnny. That rookie kid. You watch him shut down. You watch him shut down. Their little guard that runs around.
Brunson, yeah. Chris, I think that's part of the difference is that a guy like Edgecombe brings such a mental edge, and it rubs off. You get a 20-year-old that's out there being like, dude, we're not losing this game. I want to guard him. He had a good first half. I want to guard him. It's infectious when you do that.
And guess what? Forget the kid has ice, but he's a flat-out baller.
He sure
you know
is.
what he reminds me of? A young Jimmy Butler, man. Same type of cat.
Yeah,
same
I heard.
Build, same personality.
Cedric Maxwell does the games. Former Celtic does the games up there. I heard him bring up Jimmy Butler's name earlier in the season. He said it reminded him of Dwayne Wade. I don't know about that, but man, like Jimmy Butler, like he's only going to get better with the shooting. The fact that he's already come this far with this game in 1 year, the sky's the limit with him.
It's incredible. Guess what? Our coach against Brown. Light years ahead of him, dude. Brown was a fraud. He hung on to LeBron's jock. He told no shot in the hell will we be outcoached by that dude.
So you got
no way.
Sixers, how many games?
Sixers is 6, and watch Eyes get a ton of rebounds. You know who Eyes is, right? Kelly Oubre.
Ooh.
I'm married. I ain't a dude, but his eyes are badass, brother. and he's a little touched. You looked at him. Remember when you were younger, Johnny, and you got in some scrabbles, or you had to defend yourself. And then my dad came home one day, and I told him I got into this. He goes, "Listen, always defend yourself, but don't mess with crazy, because even if you beat them, the next day they're on your doorstep. My man's a little touched. Love you guys. On that note, please hook my day up with another bunch. Play the song, baby.
Play the damn song, Ray. Play it. Never done before on radio. We didn't even play our song yet.
Hey, Ray.
Oh, do we have it? Michael Jack Schmidt joins us earlier in the show.
Hey, Ray.
That's so good. That is so good.
You got to get to me without the song in the back.
Yeah, here you go.
Hit it again.
One more time. Here you go.
Hey, Ray.
Nice. Hey, Ray.
Oh, I love
This is Michael Jack. Now, Chris was fired up. Again, Nick Nurse has proven his worth, right? Like, there's been a lot of questions about him and his coaching style. But if you don't have the Jimmies and the Joes, it's a lot harder, right? Mike Brown is a good coach. He got a raw end of the deal out there in Sacramento. Chris is right about the LeBron deal, but, look, when LeBron's on your team, what are you going to do? But he did win the NBA Coach of the Year award when his first year with Sacramento. So if you're able to win with the Sacramento Kings, that tells you a little something. Then he got fired, like just a ridiculous move by them. He's a good coach, but he's definitely not the end-all, be-all in this series. We'll see. I'm really excited to see what VJ does bring to the table. Defensively, like you're going to have to shut them down. They score in bunches.
Man. Yeah, no doubt about it. The Celtics were outside of when they were hitting all their threes. They're one-dimensional. They really are. And you saw that when they were struggling, because then it was like, now what do? They've won. They won a championship based on the same philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're not going down, you can see they struggle to score. You're not going to have that with the Knicks. And they hit big shots too. I hate Brunson. I hate Josh Hart.
Yeah, Josh Hart. Yeah.
Oh, my God. And you wish they were on your team. Don't get me wrong. I respect that. I respect them.
Yep.
But, they're dirty, too. Like, the Knicks are a dirty team.
And whiners, too.
Oh, my
Mitchell
God.
Robinson crying about that leg. Like,
this is going to be a great series.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Embiid, Uncle Jamie texted me. Where's I'm trying to find it, right? I have all my relatives texting me here. He says the series comes down to defensive rebounding. And take the money. There's going to be a fight between Towns and Embiid.
Ooh.
They hate each other.
Yeah.
What's the Embiid tweet from 2019?
Can we read all of it on the air?
No. You have to censor it. No, did he call him soft? He used the F word a couple times.
Remember he choked him out, and didn't Ben Simmons
Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Ben Simmons was a peacekeeper.
Towns choked him out. Well, no, Ben Simmons had to rescue Joel, remember?
Oh, yeah, because
he choked him.
He was the peacekeeper. There was the great irony of calling him the peacekeeper while he's got Towns' head in his arms.
Oh, man. What a time that was. Yeah, I wonder what Ben's doing these days. I'm sure he's counting his money, but it was funny to see all those guys play in Game 7 and contribute and win. And, the first thing that everybody was mentioning on the timeline was Ben Simmons, but still. It's crazy that the Sixers have this opportunity, and we talk a little bit about the television aspect, right? And I know tonight is on NBC. We've got 4 games coming up on all different channels. I think we got one game that's on Peacock, one game on Amazon. Friday night's on Amazon, back on Amazon. Please don't be that guy, please. ABC and ESPN. So these first 4 games are all on different channels.
All right, Joel Embiid, October 31st, 2019. Was this the choking incident? Was it? Was this
I think that was after Simmons.
So here's Joel Embiid's tweet, which was not deleted, I believe.
Oh.
That tough guy act ain't cutting it. You know what you are. You know what you've always been, a P word. Say it louder for people in the back. Been kicking your ass and pretty please make the playoffs before you talk. It's a known thing that I own you. And then he tweeted at him.
Nice. I love the tweet at him.
He tweeted right at Karl Anthony Towns.
That is wild.
And then he put a picture of him doing a layup over Towns. And then the next picture is because he was, I guess Towns had said something about Embiid and Embiid talked back to him or what. I mean, I don't know. But this is going to be something.
This also, that fight happened in 2019, October of 2019. 18-19 is when the deal's made for Butler. So Butler left there. Butler thought everybody there was soft, Towns included. He comes to Philadelphia, plays with Embiid, and I can't imagine there wasn't a little bit of influence.
Yeah. And Joel loved Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of like, oh, yeah, that guy is soft, and I own him. And then that happened. It's like, yeah, I know way too much about you, man. I've heard plenty.
No cap, he put. Remember that? That was the thing? Cap.
Don't.
No cap.
No cap.
We've been
I didn't do that, but there were plenty. Do they still use cap?
No. I think once the Phillies stopped with Fanavision, the cap or no cap thing. You guys remember that video?
I don't remember any of it. No.
I hated the cap.
There was nothing funnier than hearing Greg Murphy saying cap or no cap.
Oh,
and then it's the Phillies players popping on with like, ghosts are real. Oh, cap.
And
No
that was
cap.
at the ballpark?
At the
Well, that's why you know about it, because you go to every game.
There's enough
The
people
rest of
that
us
heard
don't.
this reference.
Well,
that got
okay, sure. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Enough people.
Enough people.
Yeah, like 0.1% of the audience. Absolutely.
Oh, way more than 0.1%. We got a lot of sickos.
All right, more people use soap?
Oh, more people definitely use a bar of soap. That was overwhelming a winner for me on the text
You're
line.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't even tell you what cap or no cap is. Like, what's the lie? What's
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Cap. C-A-P. No cap. No cap.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
It's like you're lying. Like if I'm telling you I can go out there, like Sean Bernard will tell me, like if there's a bad player in the NBA, he can go out there and give you 10 points against them. And I believe cap is me, man, you lying. You full of it. Cap. I call
So
cap.
you say
on that.
cap.
Yeah.
Like you're full of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Ray, do I have it right?
No, you got that right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. But no cap.
I'd say this team's better without Joel Embiid. They play a free flowing style that they can't play with Embiid on the court.
That's cap.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you use the gun like you were a handgun? Is that what it is?
Oh,
like cap?
I hated it.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
too old.
No.
You
Also-
hated it.
Yes.
When were you forced into using
I
it?
never used it, but when people
But
use
he runs
it,
in those circles.
Yeah, I'm like,
and he sees it on the timeline.
Cap, no cap.
All right, so that's from Uncle Jamie. Cousin Mike says, so last week, Cousin Mike went to game 1 of the Flyers in Carolina, and we were talking about on the air, you couldn't buy tickets unless you were in the zip code from that area.
Sure.
So we kind of ripped it on the air, and now we're doing the same thing with whatever. And he says, what's the difference? Well, it's obvious. Now it's happening to us. Of course, we don't want it.
Yeah.
When we want to get tickets, we'll complain about it, sure.
Yankees did it. There are a lot of teams.
So did the Pistons. Did it with the Celtics last year. I
Yeah.
actually Googled it to see because
Yeah.
there was is his name Connor Hughes, whatever his name is that does the Comcast Sports Center up in New York.
Yep.
He was complaining about this is so weak, or he called it pathetic or something like that.
What is it really going to stop?
I don't think much.
Well, if you can't, ultimately, people are going to get their tickets if they want to get the tickets.
Yeah, people are going to sell them. And also, you're telling me that people in New York don't know a single person down here in the area?
Right.
You're telling me there's no way they could find a way around that system?
So tell us what they did for you. So you and your buddies, how many season tickets do you have between how many people?
So it's 2 seats for 7 guys.
All right. So you guys alternate to home games, but being that you're season ticket holders, you were able to purchase more tickets for the playoffs. Is that
So
correct?
we were able to get more tickets what they did was basically just, all right, this is open right now to season ticket holders. I'm going in. He had 3 different tabs open. He's grabbing extra seats.
So this is at 4 p.m. yesterday when they went on
No,
sale.
this is earlier yesterday.
So did you have a chance? You have a chance before they went in?
I believe that's how that worked.
Yeah.
out
So
for us.
you let season ticket holders gobble up as many tickets because the reality is they just want to sell the tickets. They would much rather have Sixers, but in reality they're going to sell them. So give them the season ticket holders so they can get them, and then you're going to have more Sixers fans in there.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever, as a group, all gone together. Maybe they did process days before I was a part of the group, but we have, I think, 8 to game 3. We have 6 to game 4 and 8 to game 6, if it would be,
if necessary.
So yeah, we have like the 7 of us, and
That's
then an
awesome.
extra ticket for 2 of the games, and I think it's 5, and then extra 1 for game 4. So yeah, we're
So now everybody and then some can go.
Correct.
For the most part.
Yeah. So and it's gonna be all Sixers. We're not like getting the extra ticket, being like, oh yeah, we could float that one on the market and it'll pay for all of them. No. We are
Give
locked
it to
in.
a fan.
This group, I think we're giving it to the guy who runs the season tickets dad. I'm hoping I'm not spoiling that right now for him.
All right.
But like, yeah, this group has not been this locked in to the Sixers in the last couple of years. We're season ticket holders, but
Right.
like,
what's the face value on it? The ticket.
face value, I think it was 100.
You're up high too.
Yeah, it was 100. Oh, 59 per game.
$59? Not even 100?
Trying to see how this all breaks.
That's crazy. All right, I would have to put that. I would have to sell them. Sorry.
145. Now 145.30 game 3 per ticket.
Okay.
85.10. I can't tell if that's how he factored in fees.
So World Series, the game they got no hit, I had 4 tickets. So I contacted John Brazier, who's now he's retired, so I can say it. I'm like, yo, dude, any chance that I can get tickets? Not for free, that I can pay face value for them. And he's like, yeah, I can get you 1 game. So I got 4 tickets to the World Series game. They got no hit.
Great.
And I forget, maybe they were 280 or something like that face value. The day of the game, because they won the game before, $3,500 a ticket. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. So that would have been, and with fees and stuff, but I'm looking at it, and I would never sell them because, like John, I can't do that regardless. But $3,500 a ticket, at 280 face value, man, you look at that, you're like, wow, I could net 10 grand for doing it. It's
tough.
No, they got no hit, so it's like, God, damn it. Anyway, coming up, 610-632-0975, voice memos. And you know what? I want to open up the lines to people that want to brag about Embiid. Because we have done a lot of bitching and complaining and ripping and trading Joel Embiid. There's a lot of Sixers fans out there that have been behind Embiid and have said the only way you're going to win is with Joel Embiid. Now's the time to celebrate, man, because they haven't played a game in the next series yet. So now's the time. Also, we have a potential morning show violation. And a voice memo brings this up?
Uh-oh.
Okay. We'll have to rule on that. That's coming up next, Middays with Marks.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Playoff doubleheader tonight. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Sixers open up round 2 against the Knicks tonight at 8 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. The Sixers won Game 7 over the Celtics on Saturday to make this happen. Joel Embiid, 34 points in the win. Maxey, 30 points for him, including the last 8. BJ Edgecombe with some big plays late. Here he is after the game.
Obviously, it's great to go down in history, but the ultimate goal, people will remember a championship more than they remember a 3-1 comeback in the first round. So I said, man, we're focused on our next series.
That next series begins tonight. Again, 8 o'clock. You can listen to it right here on the Fanatic. Sixers and the Knicks. Flyers went down a game in the second round series against the Hurricanes over the weekend. Game 2 of that series tonight at 7 o'clock. You can hear it on WMMR. The Phillies won 2 of 3 over the weekend. They finish up their 4-game set with the Marlins tonight in Miami. This update's brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
with Marks. Guys are coming up next. So Ricky and Bill. Their reaction the turnaround's incredibly. You don't even have a chance to really, we couldn't just react to the Sixers and then celebrate it and then say, all right, coming up tomorrow night's the series against the Knicks. That's what happens when you go 7 games. You don't get the extra couple days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're LeBron.
Did he get extra time?
He got extra time. I forget what series going 7 gave them that extra day, but he thanked them this weekend for that.
Oh,
good for him.
Thank God.
We didn't get any time for the Flyers, too. I didn't even.
Well, the Flyers really got it. But again, they just didn't have a game to put out there. So, yeah, the Flyers series should be starting tonight, and the Sixers should be starting tomorrow night.
All because
the
the
perfect
NHL
world.
didn't have TV inventory for Saturday night. It's stupid.
All right, so if you bet right now in the BetParks app, if you bet the Sixers and the Flyers to both win on the money line, it's plus 923. Now, if you wanted to do a Phillies win, Flyers win, Sixers win, plus 1833. How about that?
Has that happened this year yet?
It would have been really cool if that came up 1876. That would have been really good. However, 1833, nice little payday.
Why would 1876 have been?
Oh, John, that was a great year.
Big fan of the 100th anniversary.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
1876 was a great one. I remember celebrating the first 100 of America fondly.
Really
dude, I am still out of it. I am losing my
Paul
mind.
Revere took that ride. The recreator of it was great.
100 years before.
The Declaration of Independence.
I knew what you meant.
I'm fighting the good fight. No, it's all good.
Sean just got back yesterday from a long.
I wear that one. Yeah, I'm fighting the good fight. Whoops. I'm painting myself blue. I got to grow a rat tail.
Hey,
I'm
Ray.
down 50K, and I just got the freaking anniversary wrong. This has been a hell of a Monday.
Wouldn't it have been great if it was plus 1903? Would have been really cool.
Plus 2026, man.
Right.
Did anything good happen in 1876? Just give me something. Anything? I don't know.
Look at the research department on it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. We'll have to look at it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
there you go.
so yeah, I mean, right now we'll get to these voice memos. Right now, I would say definitely taking the Sixers in the series. Tonight, if there's a game that I'm a little bit worried about, just because Embiid really was beat up after that game.
Yeah.
Exhausting series against the Celtics. Just took every drop of what they had to win it. And you can make the case that they're still running on adrenaline. I don't know. So if there's going to be a game that I'm not going to touch, it's going to be tonight. Because, Knicks are 7.5-point favorites. I'm just going to stay away from it. I'll just leave it like that. I think tonight's a Knicks win.
Yeah, look, I don't want to sit here and say it. I do think this is a tough matchup. It is. It strictly is. And, oh, by the way, their home court, that's going to play here for game 1, game 2. It's a raucous environment. I'm not worried that the Sixers aren't ready. A lot of those guys played 2 years ago. Oubre played, of course, Embiid, Maxey. And Paul George has been playing in the league a long time, so he knows what, the opposing court is all about, or dealing with opposing fans are. But it's definitely going to be an experience for VJ. That's for sure.
Yep. Somebody said it earlier. I don't know if it was a caller, but Oubre being a huge X factor in this series. If you get really good Oubre, if he can score 14, 15 points and play good defense and can it be the rebounder they need in certain spots?
Yep.
Man, it makes all the difference in the world.
I think Sam left a memo in the caller, too. Chris said it, too, as well. Oubre, he loved his eyes.
Right.
But talk about the gameplay on the court. Yeah, going to need somebody to step up other than Joel.
Other than Joel and Tyrese. And, Edgecombe's probably going to be, this game he shoots well, this game he doesn't shoot well.
I do love the Maxey points. If you're looking to play something tonight, it's Maxey points. Over 26.5. That number's probably going to grow close to 30. But I would be shocked if Maxey doesn't go off tonight.
All right, can we send it to the 1876 event desk? Ray Dunn reporting what happened in 1876.
All right, man. 1876 was a big one in America.
Well, see, I told you I meant it.
Baseball's National League formed at the Grand Central Hotel in New York City.
There you go.
Just a day later, Spalding Sporting Goods opens up for good. $800 opened up that company. Later on, that same month, February 1876, a great month, the telephone patent goes out there.
That's what I meant.
Amazing.
That's what I meant.
Contested, too.
Yes, that's what I meant.
2 people going for the patent. Alexander Graham Bell ends up getting the patent.
Correct.
Heinz ketchup came out. In
That's even a
1876.
bigger invention than, as far as I'm concerned, than the telephone. Ketchup. I can't imagine not having ketchup. I don't talk to anybody on the phone, so what does it matter?
Yeah, the first phone call was made in 1876.
Wow.
It's a great year.
Sources tell us that it was.
You were dead on, Sean.
I knew. See, I knew what I was talking about.
First time, long time was the first thing that was ever said into a telephone.
Do we have a voice memo on the morning show? Did something? There's a potential violation of morning show. Here it is.
This is John C. down in Greenback, Tennessee. I work in the maintenance department for the post office. The morning show made a wager with a listener about whether or not Joel Embiid will get injured and play in every game. I feel like this is just as much as a jinx as bringing a broom when you're up 3-0. Love to get your thoughts on it.
Need the context. Did he call in and say, Embiid's missing a game because he's always hurt? And then the guy said, I'll bet you he doesn't miss any games?
Correct. That's exactly how that went.
So it was a caller that said it, and then we got the three guys saying that, no, he's not going to miss a game. Look, it's the playoffs, and
Yeah, I'm all right.
Joe's hit the gas pedal, and he's showing me that, yeah, there's a difference with these games. There's definitely a difference. So I want to sit here and believe that he's not, but I don't fault the caller for believing that. Now, is he talking about the jinx and making that case? Yes, I would say now is not the time for that.
No, not at all.
You know,
it's not productive, but no one should be surprised if he misses a game because of injury.
No, absolutely not. We should be, obviously we always want Embiid to play every game, but we should especially want it because apparently that we'll have breakfast brought into the show by a listener if he plays in every game.
Ooh.
That's from Johnny the K.
Okay.
Oh.
So if Embiid plays every game of the Knicks series, just don't buy breakfast that day because we're going to have it here.
Yeah, I'll rule non-violation.
None.
Not on the morning show.
No, definitely not.
Try to have our guys
that
back.
caller problem.
Hey, look, we
Yes.
look, you know, we don't do much planning before the show as far as in great detail, you know, other than like we talk about the topics we're going to get into, but now is not the time to be getting into, hey, we're trading and be like, why do you improve this team? No, man, let's see where this goes. All right, we'll worry about that. Daryl Morey, Elton Brand, Nick Nurse, all that in the offseason.
Remember what Embiid said after Game 4 when they got smoked? He was asked, was it Adam that asked him about it?
Yep.
Asked him about his relationship with management. And he said, hey, we're down 3-1. We're trying to win this series. I'm not going to talk about anything like that or whatever. And it's clear by not saying anything, he's saying something. But that's not his fault. He was asked the question, answered it perfectly.
Yep.
Because it's not about that. Just like right now, it's not about anything other than this. How many times have we said the Sixers haven't even made an Eastern Conference final? How many times have we said that? They have a legitimate chance to make an Eastern Conference final in a year that nobody expected it.
It's there.
Like, literally, it turned during the series. This is, dude, when the Eagles won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles, the only way the Eagles are going to win a Super Bowl is it was in that type of fashion. Carson Wentz gets injured. Everybody thinks the season's over. Nick Foles comes back. He almost retired. He sucks when he first starts playing. Then he outduels Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Let's make some noise. Come on.
Right? Like, that's how it was going to happen for the Eagles. Maybe for Joel Embiid, this is the way it needs to happen.
And now you got a tattoo.
And I have a friggin' tattoo. And that's why I wasn't doing. Didn't someone do an Embiid tattoo? Say they get Embiid tattooed on their back? Was that Sean?
No, did not say that.
Let's
Paint
turn
me
it over
blue,
to the YouTube chat. I
rat
bet they
tail.
can find it.
Yes, exactly.
Is there a new AI program that just makes it sound like Sean says anything we want?
I don't miss anything. I'm never opening my mouth about it.
Coming up on Friday, both Sean and I, and it's really me that egged it on. We're going to be painted in blue for the broadcast on Friday before Game 3. Let's get a win first. Let's come back to Philly 1-1. Could you imagine what that game would be like?
Unbelievable.
Let's do it. Coming up, YouTube chat recap. One more voice message and more. It's Middays with Marks 97.5, The Fanatic. All right, let's talk about Comer and Cross for a second. If your garage floor is cracked, stained, peeling, it's time for an upgrade. Comer and Cross will transform your entire garage floor, and it's only going to be one day. Right now, you get 50% off, and this is not epoxy or paint. A Comer and Cross floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift ever, and they handle everything. They move your items out. They repair cracks and damage, and then they install a custom finish that looks like a showroom floor, and you're getting 50% off installation. It's fast and clean, built to last, the perfect showroom finish when you come home. ComerCross.com, COMER Cross.com, or call them, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. ComerCross.com.
Kincade.
they can take Jerry Stackhouse out of that now. Although he did have a nice long career. The posses of Jerry Stackhouse and AI didn't get along.
No, they did not.
They had to move him. There you go.
The first official World's Fair in the United States happened in 1876 in Philadelphia.
I remember it well.
That's what I was referring to.
John Kincade raves about that all the time, attending it. Right?
1876.
The Celtics went up 13 points in third quarter of Game 5.
Yes.
And the Sixers haven't looked back since. Can they ride the momentum in the series? Ray Dunn? How does the series turn out? Give me your prediction.
Sixers in 7.
In 7.
They're winning another excruciating Game 7 on the road.
Do they lose Game 6 in Philadelphia only to go up to New York in Game 7?
No, I think it's 2-2, and I get blamed for the fact they lose Game 5 in New York. I think that's how this plays out.
Well, some are saying Sean Brace needs to leave the area because the Sixers really caught fire once you left.
Well, hang on. I was here for Game 5. That was the first win.
I mean, I didn't say it.
I would just say. And if you want to ship me back to South Carolina, the weather is so much better this week, so please. I don't know if my wife would be signing up.
Weather's good here this week, though. It's going to be 80-something tomorrow.
Yeah, really? Finally.
Yeah, my daughter's going to the Reading Phillies tomorrow for the 10, the field trip where they do the 10 o'clock game.
Cool kids game, yeah.
So I was thinking about it with Michael Jack. He came on to talk about sunscreen. It's like, we're going to have to make sure you have your sunscreen tomorrow, honey.
Hey, Ray.
That's right.
He said your name. We have to get the other one, too, because he said your name twice.
Well, yeah, he was thinking about it. He's wanted to teach me a lesson. He's right. I should have wore sunscreen that day.
No, but he's right, and that's the. In all seriousness, you went unprepared for that game, and then you didn't go find shade. You just sat out there and baked. And look at you. You were on TV the next week. You looked like an idiot. You were all red, and your face was all burnt. And I felt bad for you. That might have been the day where you get one bad burn, and that's the day that starts something on you. So come on, bring the sunscreen, Ray.
I did learn about blue aloe vera that week, though.
You did.
It works just the same as green aloe vera, maybe even better.
I actually bought. I got one for you. You ready? Costco or Sam's Club or BJ's. Buy your sunscreen there. I saved a lot of money. I ended up getting a 2-pack.
What brand do you go?
It's a good brand. It was the sun with the ape on the front. Sun ape. I forget what it is.
Sun ape.
Yes, it's a good brand. I don't know what it is. You know what it is. It's got the monkey on the top.
Oh, you're supposed to.
It's got the the
sun ape.
Is it not it?
Hey, could you pick me up some sun ape?
I don't know suntan lotion.
No, is it banana boat? What are you talking about?
No, it's the. I'm looking. Looking at it right now. What the? There it is. Sun bum.
Sun bum is what you have to buy. I don't know if you know this.
Is that not an ape?
Maybe I knew it wasn't.
I thought it was. Is that not an ape?
It is.
Okay, all right.
I knew what you were talking
all
about.
right. Yeah, I had no idea. What
because if you're a parent, you can't just go with the store brand or the other stuff you use. You gotta do this because it's safer for the kids.
And I saved like $20 because they're expensive.
I go
Suntan
coupon.
lotion. Okay, suntan.
I go CVS coupon.
Nice work. Nice work.
Sun ape.
Sun ape
has a great ring to it.
Oh, man.
No, but it does have the ape on there. It has the ape face.
And I had the sun part right.
You did.
All right.
Very
so
well
I was
done.
close. Very well. 1876.
Yeah, it was made in 1876.
Hey, Ray.
Jeez. Give me a voice memo before we get to the YouTube chat recap. What do we got? Oh, but you are already set up with the messages. I'm sorry.
No matter what Joe produces, check the numbers, hurt one leg, a half an eye. He's consistent. Y'all can talk about availability all you want. Consistency matters, and he shoots consistent. He defends consistent, and he's always consistent. So anybody talk about Joe Soft, y'all need to hang up on him. I'm tired of hearing that trash. Go Sixers all day, and Cat can't handle Joel. And I want Joel to drop 45 on him every night.
Yeah, he had a good game 7. I still don't feel like his shot's all the way there, though. Right?
No,
I don't
there's
know.
still ones that you kind of expect him to knock down that they're not going.
Yeah. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Finds the rhythm against the Knicks.
Let's go. Starts tonight.
All right, let's get to the YouTube chat recap, right?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in? Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Yep.
Sean, zero accountability, brace. Tommy John from the chat.
Well, I didn't know I said I'd paint myself blue. That ain't right.
He didn't remember.
No, I didn't remember that at all. And that was all you, too. You started up.
When it was brought up, then I quickly remembered. I feel like I was a part of that, and it wasn't the Flyers. It wasn't the Flyers bet.
I don't remember. I remember the Flyers bet. If they make, we might do blue and orange. Hey, I'm going to pay it off. Well, who was it
on
again?
Friday?
Yeah, we're paying it off.
Blue and orange combo this week.
Yeah.
That's not great.
It's not going to see. Yeah, you're right.
Man,
However, we got a ways to go. We'll see what the Fly guys have for us tonight, right?
Well, I feel like that no one thinks the Flyers are going to win this series, so what bold proclamation can you make?
I'm done on bold proclamations for the time being. I got 2 paints
If they
coming up.
beat the Hurricanes, I'll walk the sea aisle.
Are you saying that?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, that's a long walk.
So Ray, if they, because we tried to get them to walk to work before, and we couldn't make that happen because the Phillies couldn't win.
Yeah.
So if the
I'll walk to work. There you go.
If the if the Flyers beat the Hurricanes, you'll walk the sea aisle.
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
That's
you can
insane.
walk to work.
All right, I'll walk to work.
Yeah, we'll do work.
We've been looking for a new walk to work bet. There you go.
Can you run the sea aisle? Because you just ran in the Broad Street Run.
No, I maxed out what I had in Broad Street.
Ride a bike?
Go look at my splits.
You could ride a bike because Casey Boy does.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but you got to be in shape to do that.
No, you don't. It's a pretty flat. It's a pretty flat. You can make it. All right, what's next?
I hope Brace's golf swing follow-through is better than his promises over the Sixers outcome. JM from the chat.
That's a good one. You're right. You got to always follow through. You got to take a divot, and you got to follow through. You got to finish. Finish. I like that.
How'd you do golfing?
I did well. I hit the ball really well. I was happy. First time out there. Yeah, I didn't win much. Only won it closest to Penn. So, but other than that, had a great time. What a week. Hey, come on, let's go. 4 rounds, 3 days, nothing better.
All right, what's next?
Sean, you make so many bad bets that you can't even remember all of them.
That's true.
Dawood from the chat.
Yeah, he's not lying about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, Sean was determined to be dressed like a fool or his body painted. Now he's got a rat tail.
Now I got a rat tail, and I'm painting myself blue, and I'm down $50K. He's right about that.
Yep. All right, what's next?
Brace may not be blue, but he was definitely red from secondhand embarrassment over that News at Noon parody. JM from the chat.
No, it was more red from 1876 than anything, but you're right. No, I actually dug the higher parody song. I did.
I mean, I
liked it.
I didn't hear what the finished product was, so like I was hearing it for the first time. I recorded it on Friday. I mean, it's not Matt Menard. He produced it. It's not his fault. But I was kind of like, Like I wish I had more energy, or maybe you doubled the tracks on it.
Well, yeah, you're trying to hit the Creed. Well,
Right,
I don't want to say hit the
you're
note,
right.
'cause I don't know how much you're hitting, but like that.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Not you. I'm talking more as a diss to Creed itself.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
If you see them in concert and they play that song, you're happy.
Oh man, you go
That's the one. Yep.
All right, what's next?
I think it can go either way, but I think the Sixers winning this past series and getting over that Game 7 hurdle will propel them deep into the playoffs. Fuzzy from the chat.
I agree, Fuzzy. I do. There's no reason why any Sixer fan should have any trepidation in this team winning. You know what? They're going to go out there. The Knicks are a very talented team. They get dirty. They're annoying. This is going to be an eventful series. This is going to be fun. Put your seatbelt on.
Oh, I'm buckled up.
And it starts tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I think this is a 6-6.
Man, I'm amazed we're here. Why not? Why not?
Why not us?
Why not us? Keep it moving.
Yep. Meanwhile, the Flyers, tonight?
I feel a victory. I feel the Flyers going down there and fighting. Give me a 2-1 victory.
Ooh.
Yeah, low scoring.
Right?
I'm hoping it's a 2-1 series after 3, because I don't think they're winning tonight.
Well, we will see. Coming up next is Ricky Bo and Bill Colarulo. They will take you through the afternoon. We're pretty much leading right into all the action tonight. Remember, Sixers game at 8 o'clock on the Fanatic. The Flyers on WMMR at 7 o'clock. We will talk to you tomorrow. See you.